Welcome to the podcast, Sleeps Like the to Succeed. My name is Chris Chuck, and today I am in another state. I'm in South Carolina doing a podcast with one of my best friends. I know you guys don't know him, so I'm going to give you a little background. I met Matt in about 2006 via HR Dubs. They had a movie night, went to Matt Greene's house and fell asleep, of course, because I don't watch movies. And I also have narcolepsy, so we fall asleep doing nothing. Anyway, so went over there, hung out with him quite a few more times, and kind of befriended him from there. He chased me around his apartment with a paintball gun, if he remembers that.
Eagle Talon. Pop, pop.
And we hung out, sold parts. He sold me my first Mark II, blah, blah, blah. He moved to Maryland, blah, blah, blah. Now we're in South Carolina, blah, blah, blah. We're still friends, blah, blah, blah. What's up, Matt?
What's up, Chris?
How's it going?
It's good. Life
Good.
is good.
Good, man. We're in South Carolina where it's fucking raining.
A little bit. It just stopped.
It did stop. Now it's sunny out, so I guess
Tropical climate.
our plans aren't ruined, right?
No.
Ruined. Anyway, so let's start this off appropriately. Matt Greene, I just took a shit and I did not have a bidet to use.
No, sir.
Come on, man.
There's no bidet in there because I don't like the tube that runs from the bidet to the sink. So until I figure out something to go between the sink and the toilet, I don't want.
You don't have to have it.
I don't want the tube there, man.
You don't have to have it.
I want hot water. I don't want cold water.
Well, you put the hot water one in your bathroom, and then you put the cold water one in the guest bathroom.
So what's cold water like blasted up there?
It doesn't matter, nigga. Your ass is clean. Hey, you know what? Deal with it. Let it wake you up for a second because it might startle you a little bit. And if someone has questions, what is this? Don't use it then. Don't touch it.
Does it feel like a firm tongue or like a soft tongue?
It's more of like I said in the last podcast, which we haven't listened to yet because I uploaded it late like a dumbass. Anyway, it might break the seal. It's very possible. You get that angle right, it could possibly go in.
I don't mind.
I don't mind either. I don't mind standing up and it drips out. That's cool.
Nope.
It's just to know that you got.
It's just like after
you didn't
sex.
get the brim of the cup. You got a little inside the cup.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because your lips do go inside the cup. So you want to make sure that's clean. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So when the tongue goes in that,
Yeah.
we know it's clean. Anyway. For those who get the Sling Blade reference. Anyway, so
I don't have wet wipes either. I know that's coming. First time caller, long time listener.
what are you doing?
You know what an Alabama wet wipe is?
Yes, I do. I do know now.
Okay, so
yeah, that's when you spit on the toilet.
I've done that before.
That's pretty disgusting.
It was okay.
I can't spit and put it on myself. I kind of want to vomit right now.
Well, don't do that.
Okay.
I've done that before, but I've used wet wipes in Afghanistan, I think. Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So why have you not implemented anything here?
I don't know. So it's kind of like same reason I don't use straws. Like my dad just instilled these things in me. Like, you do not do this.
Oh, he put a straw in you?
No, we were at the dinner one time and he was we were all drinking water out of a cup or whatever, and we all had straws. And I was like, Dad, how come you never use straws? And he looked at me and goes, Son, there's some things men don't do. And one of those things I think was wet wipes.
What?
I think so.
So your dad doesn't like a clean ass either?
No, a little bit.
Mr. Greene, I am highly appalled.
A little stainage.
Oh man. I almost would rather even grab a paper towel, wet it, and wipe my ass with it than dry wipe.
What about Windex? It's a mild cleaner.
It is. It has ammonia in it. It has ammonia in it, so
you can flavor our cars with it too.
Oh, I know. Yeah, gets dirt out. Yeah, it works.
Mild cleaner.
You can disinfect it too.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah. Anyway, but no, really, I urge you to. We're best friends. How the fuck are you not gonna listen to me, man?
It's on the list.
What?
I'm gonna do it. I
think I need to just go ahead and I'm next couple weeks, man. When might be showing up at your house?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll install it.
You better.
Yeah.
You better that day. I want to see the fucking face. I want to see a face. You don't have Facebook. I want to see an Instagram live video of you putting this goddamn bidet in, and then your first pressure washing.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely put that online. I don't care at all.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you to do it.
Mm-hmm. I'll set the GoPro in the toilet and just get the whole. Yeah.
Sorry. We're gonna get like the crumbs off. We're gonna show the crumbs falling off.
I'm gonna eat some Taco Bell.
Slow motion.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Eat some Taco Bell. Get some squirts. You know.
Yeah. Oh well, no, we don't need no squirts. We just need you to shit and like.
Oh, just a plain shit and then
yeah.
bidet.
And let's show the process of what the bidet does.
Hey, look how clean it is.
Yeah.
Get my starfish nice and speckled.
Can I give you a hint?
Yeah.
So when you have like those really disgusting sticky ones, shits.
The forever wipers.
Yes. You got to go back and forth.
Okay.
So let the pressure do the work, and just kind of roll your ass back and forth.
Just do a little rocking.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Actually, and you could also benefit from a squatty potty.
Hey, we'll never do
Or
that.
why?
Um,
You don't like your feet propped up? You don't like when you have diarrhea, like to kind of get your feet up in the air, so it kind of puts a little pressure on the bladder. And,
no, because in Afghanistan, all the Afghans don't know how to use a toilet, so they stand on the toilet seat and shit on the toilet. So it's I'm forever scarred with squatting and potting.
No. This is just something to put your feet up.
Like a labor, like in labor, some birth.
Yeah. That's kind of weird, but yeah. No, it's just literally just like a step stool that kind of goes around the toilet and so you can put your feet up.
It's strange.
So your feet are higher than your waist.
You're living in the future, my friend.
I'm living in a world of what's the word? Progression.
You are a progressive male.
I am pretty progressive. I think I am.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so now that we've gotten past that, let's what you got on that paper there?
It's notes.
What are we gonna talk about?
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
No, apparently you had something planned.
Mimosas.
Oh, mimosa.
Yep. Morning mimosas and cinnamon buns. I treated you well today.
You did. I appreciate that. Oh, and this tasty beverage with the Baileys.
Yeah, Bailey's.
You ever drink
Bailey's
Baileys
iced
from
coffee.
a shoe?
You ever had Bailey's and iced coffee?
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new world.
It's delicious. So what's on the paper? What are we talking about? You have it planned out. Let's start from the top.
You told me that we were going to talk about a topic, so I just wrote quick notes now.
You got a lot of notes there, buddy.
Yeah, it's a lot to talk about. It's a long, progressive road.
And I have like my intro. That's like fucking 5 lines.
You wrote it down too.
Yeah, that's all I got. Anyway, so let's give a little background about Matt Greene. What are you doing in life? What's going on? Let's talk about Palmetto's pursuit and what you got going on with that.
Living a dream now, man. It's been a long road, long time coming.
So what's his dream like?
It's good, buddy. Bills are paid, and we are recreational. We go out on the boat a lot. We don't have kids, so instead we have a boat and newer cars and
dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Well, the dogs are cheap. Kids are expensive.
Well,
though.
Yeah, in comparison.
Mm-hmm. So we have no kids, so those are our kids. It's just, it's funny because I thought we're kind of new to South Carolina, so we don't have a lot of friends here. And I was like, if we buy a boat, we'll have people banging on our door. And no, we'll go out and sit on these islands and just chill and drink beer and think like, I can't believe we have no friends to enjoy this with us. I mean, we're having a great time. We don't need anybody around, but
yeah,
it's pretty weird.
All right, we're back now. We had some technical difficulties a little early on. Fuck Windows 10, by the way.
Excuse.
I even had to get the IT pro over here, Matt, to help me fix it, but I think we're good now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as you were saying, it's weird that you don't have any friends here, or
it's
kind of hang out by yourselves. And
pretty much. We don't really try either.
Well, see, there you go.
Could join a social club. We are part of a social club, but it's all old people, so it
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all empty nesters like ourselves.
It's all the old money around here.
There's a lot of old money here.
Slave owners.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
I could only imagine. I mean,
there's a lot of 40-acre land plots around here, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm just saying that was somebody. I should have been going to somebody else.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, maybe I got my mule, and I'm good. I'm good with that.
I mean, I think it's a pretty fair compensation. Years of slavery, and they give you 40 acres and a mule in beautiful South Carolina.
I wouldn't want no 40 acres around this bitch.
No.
40 acres of fucking swampland.
Right? Yeah. No. Actually, a lot of it is chopped up on beachfront because the beachfront back then, beachfront property was worth nothing.
Right, because you can't grow anything on it.
Yeah, you can't have plantation there. So, so they gave all the slaves beachfront property, and then now I'm sure they're. Well, I mean,
they probably
hopefully nobody's kicking themselves now, but no, they can't. You have to have 5 generations of 18-year-olds to sell it off. So a lot of this stuff can't be touched. Like if you go on the other side of Mount Pleasant, it goes from busy rural area or busy city or whatever to bam rural. Like nothing. There's nothing out there. It's all 40 acres is what it is.
And for anybody who hasn't, especially from our local area, who hasn't been to Charleston, just imagine if they put a city in Pungo. That's Charleston.
Yeah,
it's about right.
Like a city that was built in like 1600s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
right
the roads are not that great. There's only a few ways out.
Everything's 2-lane roads.
Pretty much.
Yep. Downtown, a lot of it's cobblestone and 1600s houses.
Old ass buildings that
They're
are
not
made
allowed
of
to tear them
concrete
down.
and shit.
The Charleston City Council, they have a historical society, and they won't allow you to tear down these buildings. So we were talking about it the other day. Right when you get off 26 to go downtown, there's some old dilapidated house. I mean, they're falling apart. You cannot live in them, but you're not allowed to tear them down. So they just let them rot away. But they've been that way for probably 20 years.
I mean, but I'm sure there's at some point you could rehab it. So if it were to, they won't let anyone rehab it.
Won't let you touch it. It just sits there.
That's fucking insane.
I know.
It's almost like a waste of space.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah,
that's beyond weird.
I mean, we've been here 2 or 3 years now, but when we moved here, there was no skyscrapers. The tallest things downtown were the steeples, and now there's a lot of big buildings being built. It's changed a lot in the past 2 years or however long we've been here.
You've been here for quite some
we was
time
here in
now.
January 2016, so.
Well, yeah, you're working on 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, shit does change a lot in 2 years.
Yeah,
honestly.
for sure.
I mean, if you were to come back to our area and go to Military Highway and Princess Anne Road, you'd be like, what the fuck is this shit?
I hope that I never have to do that, but I'll take your word for it.
At least the intersection is feasible now. It's a lot more smooth, but you have to understand the intersection itself to even get through it.
Right.
So it's all fucked up. So for let's just say you're coming from the airport to go to Northampton Boulevard. Usually you would normally go to the traffic light, simply make a left. Now, you make sure you read those fucking signs because you not only have to go to the left, but get in the straight lane after you go left to keep straight to go left. And you go through 3 stoplights, but you go through it really quick.
So you can miss it easily and then have to turn around.
So you basically would just go straight and then, go turn around at the next intersection and then come back and be like, oh, I got it now.
Yeah, we don't have those problems here.
Well, see, here's the problem with that intersection that I already foresee. Now, the intersection is probably twice as big as it was before. When someone runs a red light, you run the fuck out of a red light. Next thing you know, somebody pulls off not paying attention, bam.
Dead?
I mean...
Senka?
Possibly. Very possible. I mean, there's everything from semis and everything that go through there. And, of course, most people who run the red lights are driving cars. So, there you go. Yeah. Could easily turn into a disaster. But that's, of course, they make intersections based on people not running red lights.
It's a perfect world.
If it were a perfect world. It'd be nice if it was close.
I don't know. I like the chaos. I like how weird it is.
It's fucking
It's
weird here.
entertaining, man.
It's weird. It's fucking weird here.
Yeah, it's weird everywhere, though.
Nah, it's more weird here than VA.
Yeah.
VA is a lot more it's not as old. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that you don't have as much as old mentality as you do here.
You don't have the Klan sitting down at the Battery every Saturday morning. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yep.
I mean, you get your few quote unquote rebels who, they'll in the bed of their pickup truck fly fucking American flag, Confederate flag, and of course some other fuck ass flag to go, a don't tread on me flag to go with it. But That's few and far between.
You remember that time we went to Wawa and you were wearing that camo hat that says redneck motherfucker and that old man got mad at you?
I'm pretty sure a lot of people got mad at me for that hat.
You gotta be careful wearing that, boy.
You should shut your mouth. Mind your business, bitch.
I tell that story a lot.
Get in your lane.
People are so stupid.
People are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It's just like, why the fuck can't I be a redneck motherfucker?
Yeah. Why? Yeah.
It doesn't have a Confederate flag on this hat. I'm not representing anything.
No.
It's just camouflage and says redneck motherfucker.
You could wear a Confederate flag. I mean, why not?
I mean, but it's more of like, if you want to say it's a cultural thing. I can't be a redneck because I'm not white.
So I can't wear my Afghan pancake hat because I'm not an Afghan? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I mean, I don't. Oh, you talk about the little.
Yeah. The one that looks like a pancake. That one.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, Afghan pancake. How does it say that on it?
No, it just looks like a pancake.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't think most people wouldn't get it though. There's only a few people that would be like, oh, I know where that head comes from.
Yeah, probably.
I know what that represents.
What does it represent?
I don't know.
I don't either.
That's what I'm saying, because most people just wouldn't fucking get it.
Which is why it would be fun to wear it.
It would be. But it's and that's one thing saying is like, here, you could culturally do some shit and no one's gonna say anything because they don't fucking know.
Well, like you, I'm also a squarely built person, so typically people won't say anything to me anyway.
Oh. No, people say shit to me, especially black people. They smell the fear on me.
Like nobody said. Like I went to this morning. I'm wearing a tank top right now, so my tattoo. I got sleeves in religious Charleston. That's people look at you funny. So I went to get cinnamon buns this morning. Literally nobody looked at me at all. But if I wear a long sleeve shirt, people are so nice. Hi, let me get the door for you. How you doing today?
Because you look less rebellious.
Right, but when short sleeves and or tank top and tattoos here means like
we should do some
probably
experiments around here. That would be kind of
probably
fun.
a gangster. It would be fun. Just go sit somewhere.
Yeah, just go sit somewhere and do a long sleeve, like just the same thing you're wearing, but just long sleeve.
We need to get one of those '80s boom boxes, the real big ones. Just sit it on with it. Take like 16 D cell batteries. They weigh like 55 pounds.
Yeah,
just go sit it on a picnic bench somewhere.
And just listen to rap music.
No, we should listen to like gospel. So, just so people are like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like really trip them up.
Well, no, I'm saying, but like you kind of throw them through a loop, but at the same time, it's like we do one without your tattoos and one with.
Oh, just to see what happens.
And then we do the same experiment with my black ass.
Mm-hmm.
See how niggas trip out.
Yeah, I could.
I'm pretty sure they would be like, I don't know what's going on here, but sir, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are you homeless?
Not a lot of homeless people
not
here.
Me. I'm not. No, I'm just saying that if they didn't say that to you, they probably say it to me.
This is a very expensive place to not have a job.
I could see that.
Yeah, we don't have a huge homeless problem. They're usually nomadic homeless.
I don't feel like there's a lot of jobs around here anyway.
There's not. That's on the Reddit welcome board when people talk about moving here. They're like, we're going to move there and then get a job. And everybody's like, that is the worst mistake you could do. There's not a lot of jobs here. So if you're going to move here, make sure you have a job before you move here.
Right.
Which I did. I mean, I moved here because of a job. I didn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought you would have moved here without just moved here just in general.
I never thought that I would live here. I remember when Nelson lived here and I thought, wow, he's moved to like BFE, South Carolina. I wasn't aware of what Charleston was.
Yeah.
And we came here for a wedding, and I was like, man, we fucked up. This is the place to be.
It's a beach town, dog.
It's the place to be. If you like water, this is the place to be.
Yeah, because it's a lot of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Buy a boat. They don't.
I got a monster in the living
room.
room.
Forgot about that monster in the cage.
Yeah. Sorry.
Somebody. One of these goddamn animals. Anyway, so me and Matt met in like the Volkswagen community. Let's talk a little about that, I guess.
Yeah, we were dubbing hard back in the day.
Yeah, bro. Well, I got my first dub from you. Well, technically, it wasn't my first dub.
Okay, we can only say that one time. Like, don't say dub again.
What, dub?
Yeah, don't say that again.
We were dubbing.
No, we said it to be fun, but now.
If you're not rubbing, you're not dubbing.
Right. Yep.
No, but I bought my first Mark II from Matt, traded my first Mark II with Matt for my Integra.
For my first Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. B74A or whatever.
At B18B.
Yeah.
B18A.
B18AB. B2.
B18A1.
Bomber.
Had the Integra with the LS motor. And he got a turbo fucking with that bitch too.
LS1.
LS1.
No.
But yeah, so...
We actually used to buy cars together. Remember that?
Yeah.
We'd buy cars with Dan's money.
How many road trips have we been on fucking
Yeah,
just to
shit ton.
sell and buy parts? Mm-hmm. Like that was fucking awesome.
It went pretty well. There's only one time that we sold a car that the guy literally came right back and asked for his money back.
Who was that?
That silver Jetta needed sway bar bushings or not sway bar.
Oh yeah, the
It
one that
needed
needed axle.
bushing.
No, the one that needed axle.
He drove like in the dry weather it runs fine, but in the rain it's like it was driving down a slip and slide. So he drove it, got to the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel, turned around, came straight back, and was shaking and begging for his money back. And I was like, yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah,
that's
fuck
a death
that.
trap. I
Yeah,
should
I'm
have
not-
sold it to you in dry weather, but outside of that, we had a good run. I think.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was fun though. Mm-hmm. I mean, we picked up that one silver Jetta from fucking Tread Quarters on Virginia Beach Boulevard for like $500, like from the shop.
Yeah, you buy them for $500. They don't work right. Something's wrong with them.
It needed rear wheel bearings.
Right, you spend an hour fixing it, throw some $400 Raceland coilovers on it, and then you sell it for $3,500. Slammed,
Yeah.
slammed fenders rolled, ready to dub. Ready
That
for
was-
some rims.
Wait, wasn't the first one we sold to the guy in DC and his mom drove him down in the Beetle?
Shit, I don't
And
remember.
like I remember she was giving you shit about something. The name of the title.
Oh yeah, because we were illegally jumping titles.
I mean, it's a thing. People do that shit.
Yeah, we
like
did all the time.
we did it too.
We
so
didn't pay
whatever.
taxes either. 100%
nah.
profit.
Fucking pay no taxes on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, dog, let me just get that title. I ain't gonna sign that shit.
We should have
Don't-
lied to Dan about what it costs to do stuff. And we
Dan's
could have
probably
made more
listening.
money.
Dan's probably listening. You know we were friends on Facebook. By the
Well,
way,
at least
Dan,
now he knows that we didn't lie to him.
by the way, Dan is his old landlord that lived down the street from him. Kind of weird. And then I think I worked on some cars for Dan, and
I know you tarred the roof of our house.
yeah, because I was broke as fuck.
I was too. I was married with 2 roommates. That's broke.
A
bro.
nigga, I didn't have a job at that point in time.
You lived on my couch for a little while.
Yeah, I know. Because I didn't want to go home. Because I had no job, nigga. Like, I didn't have shit to do. I mean, I was filling out applications online, but it's like you don't have to leave the house to fill out applications.
Right?
I wasn't trying to, like, sit around and not do anything. It was just like, I guess I didn't know where to go.
That's why I joined the military. Got tired of it. It was like slamming my face against the wall every day.
Yeah, and I couldn't join the military with you. Bitch.
It's contrary to popular belief, it's actually not that easy to get into the military.
Well, when you have a neurological disease, they definitely gonna let your motherfucking ass in.
If you have flat feet, they won't let you in. If your spine is a little crooked, they won't let you in. If you only have one testicle, they're not going to let you in. I mean,
Wait, what?
if you have a pre-existing medical condition, they will not let you in the military.
If you have one testicle?
Yeah, it's a pre-existing medical condition. Because what happens if the other one breaks and they got to pay you $4,000 a month for the rest of your life?
I know someone with one testicle because he jumped in the bush and the fucking God damn it,
He did.
a branch went through his sack.
I know a guy that wrecked his BMX bike and his seat went through his sack. Yeah, not good.
Seat? Mm-hmm. God damn, bro.
Yeah, not good.
You need a better seat.
It was like stripped. They didn't have, BMX people don't ride them. They just put their butt on the plug thing.
Put their butt on the plug.
Yeah. No,
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Damn.
I got both my balls.
I mean, I got mine too.
I wish I didn't though. It'd be way easier.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm always worried that she's gonna get pregnant. My life will be ruined.
Oh,
Ruined.
ruined. I mean, I wouldn't say she'd be ruined,
So I
but
get snip, snip, snip.
oh, you're gonna get snipped?
I want to, yeah.
Do it. Don't be a bitch.
Well, I've tried. So they were like, when you're 21, we'll do it. And so I went when I was 21. Like, when you're 25, we'll do it. So I went when I was 25. And like, when you're 30 and you're sure you don't want kids, we can do it.
Well, now you're like
I'm
31.
32.
32.
And I asked the VA because they'll do it for free. And there's just so many perks about the military, man. But anyway, so I asked the VA and they were like, yeah, for sure. We can do it. And I was like, cool. Can you set me up like an appointment to get it done? And the VA takes like 6 months to get a response. I never got a response.
Never a response.
No.
So
I thought about going to like urgent care, being like, I have to have my shit cut tonight.
it hurts. I don't know why.
I'm
They
gonna-
might cut your dick off.
Yeah, in
The
6
whole
months
thing.
from now, I'm going on a bang spree, and I cannot have any sperm.
It's like I've got to get this shit out of me.
Yeah, got a lot of travel for work coming up. I don't need any more families to support in weird states.
Oh man. Well, they want proof of that, so they want you to make sure that you're having kids, and then they'll cut you off.
Yeah, they say that too. They're like, well, how do we, you're going to regret it if we do it, and then you want kids down there. I'm like,
so does that mean I can sue you?
Like, I've been married 10 years. I don't want kids. Like, neither of us do.
Yeah.
We want boats.
And hoes.
Yeah, boats and hoes.
Boats and hoes.
Yep.
Yeah, so you guys can...
College Charleston hoes. I thought about putting signs up in College Charleston. Like,
oh, like that. You could have that bitch that had a dildo out yesterday at the bar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But just be like 21 to 25 is the gap. You have to wear a 2-piece. If you wear a 1-piece, it's a $50 fee to go on the boat if you wear a 1-piece. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, well,
I mean, but no, there are attractive people who wear 1-pieces.
Yeah, but not on my boat.
Okay. 2-piece only.
I wear a 1-piece on my boat. That's it.
What? Just a condom?
Yeah. Yeah, a sheepskin condom, like the old school one.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie? God damn it. Oh yeah, that was delicious.
Sorry.
I can't even remember the name of it now. Fuck.
Tropic Thunder.
No, it was when it. Remember Jamie Foxx and Booty Call.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Really? No. They're talking about like different types of condoms. Like they're buying condoms from the Chinese place or whatever. And like I had like sheepskin condoms. He had latex condoms, lambskin condoms.
I know a girl with a latex allergy, and I've always wanted to ask her like, so what do you do?
Sheepskin, I'd imagine, or whatever is the alternative.
I don't know. It's weird.
You can wear a rubber glove.
No, you can't. It's latex.
It's rubber. I said rubber.
I think rubber is latex. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Neither am I. Yeah. So, fuck. Where the fuck did we get off track?
I don't know.
We're talking about car stuff, and then we got on the fucking condoms. Mm. Oh yeah, you weren't. We were flipping cars. Blah blah. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, we're flipping cars, but we were both building our own cars too, and. Yeah. I used building. I hate that term because
I don't ever feel like I've built a car. Even the zombie car wasn't built; it was put together.
Yeah, like so, Andy, the car in the garage, I consider that to be my first built car. Like it's got, I put pistons in it. The head has been fully redone at the machine shop. Like I put cams in it. I put, I put everything in it that I can put into it.
Yeah, you put the air ride on it.
No, I'm talking about the motor.
And the wheels.
Yeah, I mean, but...
That was the start of a build.
I did build the wheels for sure. I mean, we got the wheels. They were missing chunks, and I had to have lips made in Germany and all that.
Yeah, what kind of wheels are they again?
So they're made by OZ, but they're Mercedes AMG Aero 2s. And everybody that knows what those are, they're thinking, oh, 17s. Well, these are 16s. And so every time I tell someone that, they're like, they didn't make 16s. And I go, yeah, they did. Because I have a set.
Yeah,
and so
they can measure them.
Yeah, they pop up on eBay once in a while, and they're usually like $3,500 to $4,000 for a set. Yeah, and I actually traded them for salad shooters, and I paid like $50 for the salad shooters.
Do I remember which ones? The ones off of the red car, or
this was?
This was way before that.
This was a long time. I've had these wheels forever.
I kind of remember around the time you got them, but I don't know what cars you had.
Because I remember they were stacked up in the corner of that garage, the spider cricket garage,
and the one where you shot the squirrel
like 95 times. That squirrel that was the strongest thing I've ever killed. I've killed a lot of shit.
I mean, you also were killing it with a pellet gun.
Yeah, I shot it like 45 times with a pellet gun.
But to be fair, it was a pellet rifle.
Yeah.
That's kind of fucked up.
Maybe not 45, but at least 10. I mean, I definitely shot it at least 10 times.
I'm pretty sure you shot it at least 5 to 9 times.
I'm pretty sure.
5 to 10 times, whatever.
Why did I even kill it? I don't even know.
It was just in the garage, just fucking like jumping around and shit. Like, I mean, it was basically stuck in the fucking garage.
I don't know, but we could have shoot it out. I'm a terrible person.
I mean, but we were just...
we did shoot it out.
Yeah,
right.
Anyway.
We should edit that out.
Speaking of comedy, no, we'll leave that in. It's fucking organic as shit, man. Okay. Everybody does fucked up shit sometimes.
No, I meant my terrible joke, not the fucked up shit.
Oh. Whatever. Speaking of jokes, comedy, I've mentioned you a few times on other podcasts about your one-time comedy gig in San Diego, you did by yourself?
In California.
Yeah, California.
Yeah, I don't. I'm definitely not a stand-up comic, but
No, but that shit was fucking hilarious, though.
yeah, I just had like some shit that's happened in my life that I think is funny, and I've always wanted to go try stand-up, and like I listen to Joe Rogan a lot, so he's always saying, if you think you can do it, go do it. So
Yeah.
I went to, I was out there for work, and somebody invited me to, shit, I can't remember the name of the brewery. But anyway, we went there, and it was Dark Fest. So it was all dark beers.
Oh,
and
that sounds
I was
like a place to be.
hammered. I was so drunk that I couldn't even, hours later, I couldn't drive back to San Diego. So,
Yeah.
So I was tired of sitting at the guy's house, so I Googled, improv or comedy stand-up, because I just felt like, why not? Nobody knows me here. Zero risk,
Yeah.
So I went in and got on the list, and the guy, they called me up, and surprisingly, it went really well, surprisingly, but I haven't done it since. But
I mean, I knew you were trying to just give it a shot. Just
wanted
like
to
bullshit,
Just
see what
wanted to
happens.
see.
But it went really well. Like, let's hear it.
No, I don't.
Come on, man.
I don't remember what I said.
You told the story about.
I'm definitely not telling that one.
Come on.
No, not doing it.
I mean, it's
That's definitely a story that I tell when no one's gonna, especially the person in topic.
well, I guess befriend Matt Greene, FaceTime him, and maybe he'll tell you the story.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell you. I'll definitely tell people. I'm just not gonna put it somewhere where I know that person's gonna hear it.
I'm just giving everybody the entryway just to befriend you, just so they can hear their story.
Yeah,
And maybe they'll befriend you for after that and whatever.
yeah, and come sit on my boat.
Yeah, come sit on his boat. It has Palmetto Pursuit written all over the side.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, what's up? What's going on with that? What are we
All
doing?
right, so I'm at a. So without anyone that doesn't have kids knows that we don't get tax breaks really. So being married and our incomes put together, we get hammered with taxes. I owed, outside of what I already paid when the tax season came around, the IRS, whatever, I owed $3,500, and wasn't expecting it. And I paid for a CPA and everything, so it's not like my fuck up. I literally somehow we owed $3,500.
Yeah.
So that sucked, So I was trying to think, like, I need to start an LLC or something so I can start writing stuff off.
Yeah.
And my friend Gus, that's the guy that's how I ended up down here. I've known him forever. We started a hunting fishing company called Palmetto Pursuit, and like the main drive for me was to use it as a tax write-off, but now like I really like it and I want it to succeed. So I mean, we're putting a lot of time and effort into it.
Yeah.
It's mostly just apparel stuff right now. We're working on reviews. We'll have some other things going up, but we do a lot of giveaways right now. I mean, it's hemorrhaging money. We're making no money, but it's all tax write-off. So hopefully, the way I look at it is I'd rather spend $3,500 a year on Palmetto Pursuit as opposed to just giving it to the government again. So
Gotcha.
I don't mind paying my taxes. I think it's important to pay taxes, but I don't want to pay as much as I pay already and then have to pay more. We both claim zero. I mean, it's not like
you're cheating the system.
Yeah, it's not like I'm cheating. We both claim zero on our taxes.
Yeah.
We pay the maximum amount that they take out the maximum that.
And most
anyone
people feel
can
like
take
that should be sufficient.
I think it's fucking enough. I mean, it's a lot. It's like a quarter, almost a half of our paycheck goes to
It's
taxes and
33%,
health
nigga.
insurance. It's like, yeah, no, I think we're paying plenty. But
yeah, and I think I'm paying plenty as well. But at the same time, I get a return because I don't have shit. And I don't have shit to write off. But now with Uber and Lyft that I'm doing,
right, you own a business.
I'm gonna get fucked.
Yeah. Well, you own a business, so you can write off gas and you can write off car wash supplies. You can write off a lot of that.
I can write off some of that stuff, but I can't write off gas. I can't write off the mileage because I'm already getting paid for it. Technically,
you're not getting paid for the gas. I bet you could write it off. You should talk to a CPA. You'd be surprised the shit they can do. I mean, they told me, they were like, "Oh, your wife wears orthopedic shoes because she's on her feet all day, right?" And I was like, "Yes,
she does now."
yeah, she does now.
Andy, you need some orthopedic shoes.
Yeah,
now.
so it's like I didn't know. There's a lot of stuff you can write off that I had no idea about, but the CPA would just kind of. That's a cool thing about it. But you got to remember that it's your name on your tax return. They're just filing it for you.
Yeah.
So
well, they're
if
basically just
if
giving you
lie
every
a bunch
way,
and they come in and hammer you. It has nothing to do with your CPA. You're the one getting hammered.
Yeah.
So it's not. You got to keep that in mind.
I mean, I just think that they're there to basically advise you on what you could do to minimize.
And they don't ask a lot of questions. They just say, "Well, you do. You drive Do. You drive like this far to work or whatever. Like for me, I work on a military base, but my office is off base. So if I drive to my office in the morning, that obviously you can't write that off. But driving from my office to base to work and then driving back to my office to do emails and time cards and shit,
Yeah.
I can write off that mileage.
That's weird that like you don't your office isn't on base and you work on base.
Yeah,
It's kind of weird.
well, it's a corporate office, so we can't technically be on base.
Yeah, but you're working for the government, and that's mainly what your
Yeah, I
company
could get
does,
a
though.
desk on base, but the problem with that is if I have a desk on base, then I have to sit there, you know,
the entire time.
the entire time, right?
Gotcha.
Whereas nobody really knows where I'm at because I work in 2 different labs and I work in
So
in
you
an
hi-
office. So
you
it's
hide
like
from the boss.
if I'm not in one, I'm in the other, maybe, or I'm on the boat. No, I'm pretty honest about my time.
Oh, I'm saying about your time. I'm just
Timesheet
saying-
fraud will get you fired.
I wasn't saying that.
I was.
I said you hide from the boss. It doesn't mean that you're not in the building.
I'm fortunate, man. My
You're-
boss loves me. I could literally spit in his face and he'd probably be like,
Matt, let me tell you a story.
"Don't do that again."
No, he'd probably give you a good story about that.
He'd pray for me for sure.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'd be like, "All right, it's not comfortable.
that's weird.
This is a professional environment, sir." I'm just kidding. I would never say that.
Right. Because
So you're getting into IT?
yeah, kind of. I guess. I mean, it's a call center job, but it's still technical support. So, oh, how'd you do that?
I don't know. Tastes good though.
Weird. But yeah, it's technical support, so technically it is getting into IT. And my employer, we'll just say that. I feel weird about telling people about where I work.
Sure. I don't want to say where I work either.
But my employer does offer information on classes. Actually, they have. I think they actually have like a curriculum for like certifications. So, I've read into it a little bit, but like the first thing that I looked at was like 4 hours long. I was like, I can't do that right now. But so I can access stuff from home to my employer's links and
Shit's important, man.
get information that way.
I'll tell you in our world because I do a lot of hiring for the company that I work for, and I can tell you that like the 3 most important things you're going to have is going to be your schooling, your work experience, and your certifications. And what I tell everybody is your schooling, your degree. You don't necessarily have to have a degree, but let's go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Your degree will get you past HR. That's it. So HR looks at your resume and goes, "Oh, he has a degree." They don't really look at anything else. They pass it on to me.
Yeah.
So your certifications will get you the interview. Like I look at your certs and I go, "Wow, he's got Security Plus, CISSP, CEH, PMP, CNDA, like whatever."
Yeah.
So I'll give you an interview off that. And then the reason I'm going to hire you is for your work experience. So those
Right.
3 things are pretty important. Your education, your certifications, and your work experience. Now, even if you don't have good work experience, you're already in front of me because of your certification. So I tell everybody certs are very important. Very important. Try
Yeah,
to
and
get
I
as
think in
many
the
as you
IT
can.
world that is super important.
Yeah, get certed up. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know the shit because a lot of, I mean, you study for it's just like anything else. You study for the test, you take the test, you pass the test, and then you kind of brain dump.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a lot of certs, but if you were to put the cert test in front of me right now, I'd fail every single one of them.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't know.
You didn't study for it, and,
Yeah.
and at the same time, you've lost so much information because you've also gained way more information. So it like you can only gain, you can only cram in so much.
Right. But the fact that you've done it, it means that you have dedication to do it, and you're smart enough to learn it. And I would assume that you grasp the general concept still.
Right, and I think that's kind of I would hope that that's kind of what the purpose of it is.
Yeah.
Just to say that, okay, yeah, you know this one system, you can find your way through here. Mm-hmm. So even if you have to use Google, doesn't matter. Just the fact that you know kind of what you're doing.
Like if I'm hiring a Linux administrator, I'm going through resumes and I see this guy has RHEL, which is Red Hat Enterprise Linux. This guy has a RHEL certification. Mm-hmm. If you have a cert in Linux, that means you can probably do this job because it's basic file structure navigation. It's nothing important. It's not Hacker Man on TV. So it's like if I see a RHEL
Swordfish.
cert, I'm gonna. I just watched Swordfish like yesterday, 2 days
Yeah.
ago. But if I see RHEL on there, I'm gonna throw you an interview.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk, and I'm like, do you know this command? Do you know that command? How do you get into this? How do you get into that? How do you elevate to super user? And it's and if people talk the talk, and I think that they're confident, I'll give them a chance.
Yeah.
And I usually try to lowball them, but I don't even know why, because it's not like I make any money if I lowball them. It's just a personal satisfaction. My boss is like, this job pays $120,000. I'll be like, look, 60 is about as fucking high as I can go. And then they'll be like, that's crazy, but I'll do it for 90. And I'm like,
how about 80?
We'll do 87 and we'll call it good.
Yeah. And
then my boss is like, why did you low cut him like that? I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know, make sure he's worth it first.
Got him.
That's hilarious. No, what's funny is like I got my job with zero experience because I have no call center experience. I only have customer service. So I don't have an IT background and I don't have call center. So it's like, I don't like me filling an application myself. I never would have got the job. But if it wasn't for my friend Brandon, like, and basically what he told me later on was the manager approached him and was like, hey, he has zero experience to like even be looked at. So why should he work here? He was like, work ethic.
He could do the job. Yeah.
Work ethic. That's it.
Right.
Oh, all right. Good enough.
Yep. But it's hard to find, man. People that are reliable.
Yeah.
Really hard to find. I mean, like I said, I go through interviews all the time, and you talk to people and they're like, well, I'm the kind of guy that wants to take the customer out, get a drink after work. Like,
yeah. Well, fuck you.
You're not the kind of guy that's going to work for me.
Right.
It's like, this is your job is to do your job, not be friends with the customer.
Exactly.
Like, I want the customer to like you, but I don't want you taking them out, buying them drinks, and saying inappropriate shit.
Right. And people, I don't think people know what it's like to be professional anymore.
No, they don't. They really don't. People show up to interviews in polo, like short sleeve polo shirts, and I'm looking at them like, is this your first time?
You can wear a short sleeve shirt, but wear a fucking tie.
No, don't wear a short sleeve shirt.
I mean, bro,
you better dress to impress.
Bro, it's hot as fuck out here.
I don't give a shit.
I don't know how much you sweat, but I sweat like a motherfucker.
Dude, if somebody comes to an interview in a suit, I thank them. Thank you for dressing appropriately. Thank you for dressing the way that you're supposed to dress when you go to things like job interviews or court or whatever.
Okay, well, maybe I've never had a job that paid more than $40,000 a year.
Dude, when I went to Greene and got a job there, I went in a suit.
That's too much.
It was too much, but when I walked in, he was like, what the fuck? And then he was like, well, at least I know the guy is like, he has good work ethic probably if he's wearing a suit to a interview at Greene.
Right. I would expect you to wear, I expect anyone to wear slacks, collar shirt, and a tie.
Even when I went to the recruiter, I went in a suit. That's a lie. I was just joking.
Dude, I think
that's you know who my recruiter was? James Harvey. You know him?
Oh yeah.
That was my recruiter.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time.
That's who got me in the Army. Yeah.
That's funny. Actually, I think his son's in the Army as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It was random as shit because I didn't go there because he was there. I just went there, and the guy that I ended up talking to was him. I didn't know who he was at the time.
By the way, he's a fellow Volkswagen enthusiast from the area who is in the Army. I think
he's still in the Army.
Still in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so he's still in, and actually his son is in as well. Mm-hmm. And, well, Matt's not anymore.
No, I got the fuck out.
I don't blame you. I don't know. It just seems like you think things would be structured, but they're kind of not.
In the military?
Yeah.
So I got out. That's like the end of the story is the reason I got out, I guess.
I mean, it is.
Like, there's a lot to add up before I go into why I got out.
Yeah,
that's
not
really
that's for another
gonna
podcast anyway. We'll get into that whole thing.
Okay.
But, I mean, yeah, you got out because you got out. Everybody gets out for whatever fuck ass reason anyway. Whether they retire or just they don't want to do it. Not what they thought it was.
I was just used to a certain way of life in the Army. And then after deploying, I didn't live that life. I lived a completely different life. And then when you came home from it, it was like, now it's back to garrison. You know, now it's back to don't walk on the grass. You know,
oh god,
greeting of the day, salute everyone. You know, shit like that. And it's 05 PT. You got to be there in formation at 5 a.m. and then the end of day is at 5 p.m. So it's 12-hour days every day. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Just got old.
Yeah. So you got spoiled from the beginning. It's a problem.
I got spoiled in Afghanistan. Yeah, hands in my pockets. I had a beard. I was with.
You had a pretty long beard too.
Yeah, I didn't cut it the entire time I was there.
9 fucking months.
It's called RUGS. It's Relaxed Grooming Standard. Yeah, RGS. But as soon as I got it, I was like, fuck yeah. And so everybody thought I was something special because, I mean, obviously they knew I was in the military, but
yeah,
walking around with a beard and cut off shorts.
You must be doing some secret shit.
Yeah, people would do that. But like, can I take a picture with you? Like, I guess, if you want to.
Yeah.
I was like, you better blur my face, though, because I'm Black Ops. I don't even know what that means.
I don't know what it means either. I mean, maybe that's like they're Navy SEALs of the Army?
That's what I said. I'm Navy SEAL. No, I would never say that.
I'm pretty sure Navy SEAL wouldn't take a picture with you anyway.
They
probably just kindly... Huh?
I've taken pictures with Navy SEALs.
Well, I'm talking about just a regular Joe Schmo on the street.
No.
They'd probably be like, I'm going to have to kindly...
See, I provided a service, and so I was like a sellsword. I mean, you want to just do that story?
What?
The Army story.
No, we'll save that for the last one. For the next one.
Okay.
I mean, that's in 2 weeks anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be back for Bill Burr.
Yeah, that's going to be a good time.
That is going to be a good time.
I like Bill Burr.
We'll have to do the podcast before that, though.
Yeah.
Because that's on fucking Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday. Bill Burr at the
Wacky
Charleston.
Wavy Inflatable Arm Filling Tube Man. Wacky Wavy Inflatable Arm Filling Tube. Hi, I'm Al Harrington from Al Harrington's Wacky Wavy Inflatable Arm Filling Tube. Yeah.
Yeah. Sunday. Oh, man. So... Yeah, well, we were getting into Palmetto Pursuit and
yeah.
let's stay.
So basically, what we're doing is it's a lot of hunting and fishing content mainly. We do giveaways every couple of months, probably like $150, $200 worth of stuff, and we just buy stuff, take a fancy picture.
And you guys have an Instagram, right?
Yeah, it's Palmetto Pursuit. It's on Instagram, Facebook, palmettopursuit.com. We got a store. We got some pretty cool shirts. We're getting ready to. Andy and I sat down Friday night and proofed some new deer hunting shirts that we're doing. We're doing a deer club shirt.
For your deer club? Or
no,
your
it's
just
just going to say Palmetto Pursuit Hunt Club or Deer Club or.
Oh.
We're not really sure yet, but we're going to do a deer season shirt. We're going to do probably a ladies shirt here soon.
Yeah.
We surprisingly have more sales to women than we do men, but our demographic is more men than women. It's odd.
I mean, in South Carolina, I'm pretty sure there's more women than men, but...
Dude, it's not all South Carolina. I mean, we have people all the way across the country buying stuff.
Really?
Yeah. It's strange.
California?
Yeah, we had a guy in California bought a coffee mug.
Sweet.
I don't know why.
Do you even know who he was?
Nope, no clue.
Sweet. That's even better when you don't even know who the fuck it is.
Yep.
Turn that shit the fuck off, man.
That was the iPad. Sorry.
All your fucking tethered ass Apple products. Fuck out of here.
Hey, I gave in a long time ago. People are worried about Big Brother collecting on you. Like, fuck it.
You can't help it.
Now they're gonna do it anyway, so you might as well buy in. So I can
Big
be
Brother's gonna be listening to this shit.
Alexa, turn the bidet on. You know, like I don't give a shit. So now everyone in the world knows Alexa and I spend bathroom time together, and it's fine with me.
Oh, do you sing to her?
Oh yeah, she'll sing to me.
I know.
Sweet lullabies.
That bitch can't sing with a goddamn though.
Nah, she sucks.
Yeah, she does.
But she's smart. She can turn my lights on, turn my air conditioner down.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool as fuck.
Smart home.
Oh, by the way, I'm mad you took the fan out of the fucking the bedroom yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know you were using it.
You motherfucker! Nigga, shit was plugged in.
Yeah, it was plugged in, but it was off. I went in there and looked, and it was off, so I pulled it out.
Yeah, it was off because I was not in the room all day.
Yeah, but I leave mine running all day.
I'm not gonna do that, nigga.
You can. I don't
Look,
know.
I just need the airflow. I need the circulation.
I'll put it back in there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know you were using it. You could have told me last night.
I got in the room and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna wake this nigga up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like you slept well. I woke you up.
I did not. I was actually woke up at 4 o'clock.
Oh.
And was up from 4 to 6.
You're welcome.
Whatever. So, but what else? What else do y'all plan on selling? Do you plan on selling like hunting supplies or things to review or
the final gig? I think we're talking with lawyers about it. It's kind of difficult. It's like I don't really want to say it yet because I don't want anyone, because no one's done it, so I don't want anyone to take our idea. But basically, we have like a final game plan of what we're going to do in order to generate revenue.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't do that, we'll probably open a local store, and I'll have Andy or Gus's wife run it, and just kind of sell apparel. But currently, we're using drop shipping, so we have no inventory. If you buy something, this company called Printful makes it for us and then ships it to you with our label on it. I mean, we literally have nothing to do with it. And the shirts, they're all Gildan shirts. It's good quality shirts, but that's really all they have. They don't offer the UV protection shirts. Those fishing shirts that I wear like that. They don't offer stuff like that.
I mean, I think that's a very specific kind of shirt, though.
Yeah.
So
there's a place locally called Vapor Apparel that has them, and they'll print them for us. So, but you know, when you get into stuff like that, you're talking about thousands of dollars of inventory
Yeah.
You know, if you want 50 shirts of each size of each design, and we have 10 designs, 11 designs currently. I mean, you're talking bank and clothing.
Yeah.
And we don't really have an outlet to sell it yet. It's kind of all fresh and new. I mean, we just started it really this year. It's been an idea for a couple of years, but this year is the first time we really started kicking it off.
And
I think we're gonna do like trade shows, maybe.
Oh, do they have like hunting trade shows?
Oh yeah, tons of them. Like the QDMA, the National Turkey.
Are they just more popular here than they are in our area?
No, they're all over the place. You just don't know about it because you're not in the community.
I mean,
it's kind of like car shows. People don't really know about.
I'm not really into guns, but I always know when there's a fucking gun show.
Yeah, because they advertise it. But a lot of this stuff they don't advertise.
You would think they would, though.
And what's cool about a lot of like the QDMA, the Quality Deer Management Association, when they come to Charleston, they do the QDMA event every year, and we go every year, and they do raffles, and they're like $500 for a raffle.
Yeah,
I do it every year because the QDMA is it's a tax.
it's a charitable contribution.
Yeah, because they take that money and they spend it on charitable shit. So that's $500 write off, but you have a chance to win like a handful of rifles and pistols and hunting gear. I mean, they give away thousands of dollars of stuff.
Wow.
So for $500, and you get a free bottle of whiskey with it too. So 2 years in a row, I haven't won much. I won a fishing pole this year, like a $200 fishing pole. But
it's not bad.
You have a chance to win $1,000 worth of stuff.
Yeah. Was it a nice fishing pole?
Yeah, it's on the boat. So it's good. I mean, it works.
What is it?
It's a Battle 2 by Penn.
Oh.
It's not bad.
I know Big Ugly, but Ugly Stick?
The Ugly Stick?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cheap.
They're cheap?
Yeah.
I thought it was good shit. I don't know shit about fishing reels. My friend worked at a fucking fishing/boating store one time, and I don't know.
I mean, they may have good ones, but I mean, the majority of the time they're going to be like $20-$30 for the rod.
Oh, no, their price point was a lot higher than that.
Maybe they have expensive brand, expensive levels.
It was Boater's World. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, well, maybe that's why.
Well, they went out of
business.
That's
why, because their shit's too expensive.
Well, I just thought it was of a higher quality than, of course, like buying one at Walmart.
I mean, Ugly Stick may have an upper echelon, higher tier. I don't know.
Oh, upper echelon.
Higher tier.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could spend thousands of dollars on a rod and reel. So really, anything under $100 is kind of cheap.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, my thick one, like the one we use for sharks, it was $350, I think, for the rod and the reel together.
Yeah.
And even then, I think that's pretty cheap.
That's online?
No, I bought it at Film Stream.
Oh, okay.
But we have some cheaper ones that are graphite, and they literally, I've had them break by reeling in oyster beds. Get stuck on an oyster bed and pull it in, and the tip of the rod will break. Huh. You're not talking about a lot of weight here, but.
Oh, that's a damn shame. The fucking cat, man. Get your ass off of here.
She's not very social.
That bitch will not act.
Nah, you're right.
I know. So, yeah.
But, yeah. Hopefully it'll, it's going to go somewhere. It's just, these things take time.
Yeah.
We're long ways away from quitting our jobs, but fortunately Gus and I both have good jobs, so it's easier for us to spend money on this company. Plus the tax write-off thing.
I think easier for you than him because he's got like fucking 8 kids.
Yeah, it's true. He just his 4 kids and his wife doesn't. Or no, he has 3 kids and his wife doesn't work. I don't know why I said 4.
Oh, so
3 kids, his wife stays at home. But I mean, I totally get. I mean, childcare is crazy expensive.
Yeah.
My neighbor, right across the street, they have a kid and they had a stay-at-home nanny.
Oh God.
Yeah, but it wasn't that expensive. Like she made enough money to pay the nanny and still have money left over.
Yeah.
But now she's pregnant again, so they fired the nanny and she quit her job to stay at home because it was going to cost more than her entire salary. And she works at Boeing, so it's not like she's,
not making a lot.
Yeah, she's making good money.
Yeah.
So even making good money, childcare is too expensive with 2 kids.
I don't know if you ever looked into Boeing, because I know Boeing's kind of big around here.
It's huge.
Like what's the? Do they have an entry level?
What do you mean?
Do they have an entry level position at Boeing, to actually do plane shit?
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking? Like, how much does that pay?
I don't know.
30, 35?
You can get just like the Norfolk shipyard. You can get apprenticeships at Boeing. But a lot of those jobs will give you a clearance too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But they have a lot of they have positions in every walk. I mean, I don't know what they pay. I've never looked into it, but I know that we have a mutual friend. He's got a Cadillac. The guy that looks like Marshall.
Yeah.
He works at Boeing. So,
yeah. I remember saying that.
But I know he makes good money.
I think we said he made like 70 or 80. Was that right?
He makes more than that. He makes more than I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
So 6 digits?
Oh, he's definitely over 6 digits.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess that's why he has
He's doing well. But he's older,
yeah. He's got kids too, don't he?
Yeah, he's got kids, yeah. That's why he works at so his job pays for his life.
Yeah.
And then that bar he works at, that pays for the Cadillac.
The car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So he works at night at the bar, and every penny of it goes into that Cadillac.
That's crazy.
That thing's nasty.
Did he say it runs 11s?
It definitely runs 11s, yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, it sounds good, too.
There's some pretty badass ones in our area, too.
When it blows by you.
You take you for a ride yet?
No.
Oh. I mean, he's your brother, so you should take him for a ride.
He should.
Yeah.
I'll have to bring that up next time I see him.
You should.
I don't go there that often. It's I'm not a huge craft beer person anymore.
Oh. What do you do? Drink liquor?
Yeah, I drink a lot of liquor.
Like whiskey?
Yeah.
What you...
Like Basil Hayden I'm on a Basil Hayden kick right now.
Never heard of it.
It's pretty
Of course,
good.
I've never heard of it because I'm not really big into liquor.
Yeah.
So you do cigars too?
No.
No.
I mean, I will. Like, there's a cigar bar downtown, so if the boys come in town, which I don't have any boys, so that didn't happen. But if they were to, and we were to go downtown and have cigars and whiskey,
well, I wouldn't go down there because I don't like neither.
Yeah, right. I'm not huge on it because I mean I do enjoy a cigar, but like in Afghanistan, I smoke cigars almost every day.
Yeah, I remember that.
But I wasn't talking to people and kissing my wife and all that shit. So having nasty cigar breath for 9 months was no big deal.
Can you smell it on yourself? Like when you're talking,
when you wake up the next morning, you're like fuck. Did someone shit in my mouth last night? No, even if you brush your teeth, it's still there. It's nasty as shit. Anybody that smokes cigars is like, this guy's, that's the best part about it.
It's the stale breath in the morning?
Yeah.
That's fucking gross.
That's why I do it, because it smells like shit the next day.
And your freaking shit smells like cigars. Ugh.
My grandpa smokes cigars. And he's like, I can quit anytime I want. I'm like, well, then quit.
Wait, your mom's dad? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, well, I don't inhale. I'm like, okay.
I don't think that matters.
I was like, you're still getting nicotine in your mouth. And he's like, no. You don't know what you're talking about.
He's too old school to understand, man.
Yeah. He doesn't drink alcohol, but he has more alcohol in his basement than anyone I know. But he doesn't drink it. He does drink Old Milwaukee non-alcoholic because he said it helps him clean out his kidneys. All right. So I sit down and have a sixer of Old Mill, non-alcoholic Old Mill.
That's weird.
It is weird. Smoke a cigar on the porch.
Non-alcoholic beer and a cigar on the porch.
That's his thing, though, man. It's shit.
It sounds just so ass backwards. It's just hey, let's just go smoke this weed that's not going to get you high.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Is there weed that doesn't get you high?
I don't know. Yeah, it's smoking a cigarette.
Smoke CBD oil?
I guess.
Dude, I get high with cigarettes.
I mean, yeah.
You take long, slow drags, hold it in, blow it out when there's no smoke. You'll be like, I got to sit the fuck down.
I think you're just making yourself sick.
I don't know. Before Andy could tell you, we'll go out day drinking, and I'll come home, be fine, smoke a cigarette, and be out. Laid down on the couch, pats out. Cigarette was too much, did me in.
Damn, dog.
Yeah. I don't really smoke, though.
I mean, you ever tried that with a cigar? Maybe get you real fucked up.
I don't inhale cigars. I've inhaled pipe before. I used to smoke a pipe, too.
Those actually smell good to me.
Yeah, they do smell good, yep.
Did it taste good?
Yeah, some of them. Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you cut on tobacco? Do you just use any kind of tobacco? Like any special tobacco?
Yeah, I was big on, like, old school Virginia, like the Virginia Smooth, I think it was called. I don't know. But it's from Virginia, but it's like an old school pipe tobacco.
Oh, okay.
But it tastes kind of like vanilla-y, like tobacco vanilla-y. I don't know.
Did you do a wooden pipe or a fucking fancy
actually,
corn husk pipe?
Scott Hudson, if anybody likes pipes, his name's Scott Hudson. He makes handcrafted pipes. And I reached out to him because there was a design that I wanted.
Yeah.
When I was in Afghanistan, he was like, oh, when I gave him the shipping address, he's like, you tell me what you want, I'll make it for free. So he made me a handmade custom pipe. Like we're talking $400 or $500 pipe, made it for free and sent it to me when I was in Afghanistan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I still have it. It's really nice pipe.
I think I remember you smoking it a few times.
Yeah, I smoke that shit all the time. Yeah.
Huh.
I can't remember the tobacco brand, but there's another one called Frog Top, maybe. I don't know. But that's really good too. That's some good pipe tobacco. But I haven't smoked pipe in a long time either. Sometimes I'll get like, I feel like I want to do it. Like if I watch Sherlock Holmes or some shit, I'll load it up and go sit on the porch and take like 3 hits and be like, "Fuck, it's hot outside," and I'll come back in.
Do you light it with a match too?
Oh yeah,
Did the whole process?
Yep, gotta do the whole thing. Wood match.
Do you cross your legs?
I can't. My balls are too big.
I'm not saying a full cross, but maybe, I'm saying just put the leg over the other leg.
I can put my ankle on my kneecap. I can do that.
We can do that, and then light the cigar with a match. Yeah, but you should probably be wearing a suit so you could to get the strike anywhere matches.
I have a smoking jacket. Mm-hmm.
And strike it on your shoe.
Yeah, I could. I have a smoking jacket.
A smoking jacket?
Yeah.
Does it smell like smoke?
Yeah, it smells like somebody shit in my mouth.
What's the point of a smoking jacket anyway?
So you don't get the smoke on your clothes. Oh. You get it on the jacket, and then you just hang the jacket by the back door. Then you come inside and you don't smell like cigars.
But it's kind of on your pants because you cross your legs, and it's kind of closer to your mouth now.
Yeah, but typically you're standing and socializing, so all the smoke stays, wasted. I mean, you're still going to smell like it, but you're not going to smell like it.
Gotcha. Or just stand downwind.
Yeah, could do that too.
That's fucking disgusting.
I got a boogie.
Just like watching Nolan yesterday dig up his fucking nose as he's eating chips. Like, oh no!
That's my dude right there.
Little badass blonde-haired white kid.
Yeah, he's Aryan as fuck.
You kind of resemble him. Is that why you're bad as fuck?
Gus and I look the exact same as kids.
I could see that. Mm-hmm. That's strange.
We look like Nolan, like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
badass little kid.
Yeah, piece of shit. That's what we were. Or I was. I don't know. I don't remember. No, Gus was too. Gus was a piece of shit too.
I could imagine you telling him to do shit. And like, okay.
Yeah. I used to piss, or we both pissed in his. He had a football toy holder. And we didn't be pissing in it.
Oh my god, it's fucking disgusting.
Don't know why. No idea why.
And his mom probably found that shit. It's like, Gus, what are you doing? Pissing in your bedroom. You disgusting child.
We were gross. Well, all kids are gross.
I mean, to a point, yeah.
They're nasty.
But
I've never met a kid and been like, oh, this is a clean child. Yeah, see that?
That's fucking strange.
Can you tell which one's me?
He looks
Doesn't he look just like Nolan?
He looks exactly like Nolan.
Yeah. You see me on the right with that glorious hair?
That fucking curly ass fucking blonde hair.
You should make that the thumbnail for this podcast.
Send it to me, Andy. Gus is going to be mad.
He'll be all right.
Here's Nolan. I mean, Gus.
Yeah, he looks just like... I never realized how much he looks like Nolan. Or Nolan
same bowl cut, too.
Yeah, same bowl cut.
Bowl cut. What's up with white kids and bowl cuts? Why? Why are we doing that still?
I never had that. I don't think they call it a bowl cut, though. I think a bowl cut's a little more extreme.
I think a bowl cut's a little more...
He has the Catholic boy part. It's not a sin. It's not a sin.
I've never heard that.
No? Yeah.
No.
It's one of my favorite jokes.
But his is a little more layered, whereas I guess your bowl cut would be more of just a straight, like, all the way around, like, one length, no length.
I think bowl cuts also, they come with a prescription to not shower for a little while. Specifically, like, everyone I knew in high school had a bowl cut was fucking disgusting.
But that's high school. If you're in high school with a bowl cut, you're not cool.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about.
Correction. If you're high school in the 2000s and later with a bowl cut, you're not cool.
Yeah.
90s, you probably got away with it because you probably wore Jinkos too.
Do you know how many people I wore Jinkos? Do you know how many people I talked to from high school now?
None.
When I graduated high school, that was the end. I did not talk to any of those people ever again. Ever.
Well, it's weird because the people that I hung around in high school, I still talk to.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's normal. Most people do.
I don't think that's very normal.
I don't even remember people's names from high school.
I remember a lot of people's names from high school.
I don't remember shit.
Because my graduating class was only 120.
Mine was a lot. We graduated at Hampton University. That's how big my class was.
Yeah, we did the one of the places at Norfolk State.
Where'd you go to high school?
Booker T. Norfolk.
I went to Denby. What up?
I went to hood school.
Minuteman.
But yeah, our graduating
RTD.
People don't know what that means. Man.
I know.
And they don't even know what it means.
I know. Oh, they know what it means. It's a trick. It's like, what do you think it means? And then they're hoping somebody says it, and they're like, that's fucked up. That's not what it means. First good tongue replaces that dick. That's what it means.
Wait, first good tongue replaces that? Oh,
That's what it
gotcha,
means. Yeah.
gotcha. That's hilarious. For anybody who listens to Tom Segura's podcast, just listen to it and just love life.
It's called Your Mom's House. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, try it out.
Try it out. Yep.
That dude.
Do you know he's getting a TV show?
So they're writing for a TV show.
Right. Yeah. They're writing a pilot.
They're not getting it.
They're writing a pilot.
But like, that's good for them.
Yeah, he's selling out, man.
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
I'm telling you, he's selling out.
I don't think that he's necessarily selling out. I just think, he's got an opportunity. He's just writing for it.
No, he's talking. He has a podcast like this, and he's just talking, and then he'll be like, let's talk about Quip. For $29.99 a month, you can get Quip with, brush teeth.
Yeah, they're doing the advertisements in the middle, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, stop doing
because
that.
They're like, hey, we need people. You need more sales, so
you can't fast forward through that.
You can.
Yeah, but then you got to go back, and it's like, well, I missed.
On your iPhone, there's a little button that says 15 in a circle. Press that. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it. Press it.
You're the IT guy.
Oh, wait. So this is now they're talking again. Go back one more.
That's good to know.
It is good to know.
You're the IT guy now.
I'm not the IT guy now. I just I read the menu sometimes.
I don't do that. I'm usually driving when I'm listening, so I don't.
Oh. Well, now you know that the button's there. You can just kind of glance out. Oh, ha 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 ha. Press it, press it, press it, press it, press it, press it, press it. Oh, they're still talking about ads. Press it, press it, press it, press it.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and then just go, when you hear talking, go back one more. One more.
Oh, did you tell everybody that you're your first sponsor?
I did on an earlier podcast.
I know, but you didn't say who it was.
Yeah, because it didn't happen yet.
I know, it still hasn't happened, but...
Yeah, because I'm waiting on you. I told you to email me a fucking jingle or some shit to say.
Let's just run through it right now. So it'll be like...
So, let's...
This episode of your podcast... this episode of Least Likely to See is brought to you by Palmetto Pursuit. Whatever your pursuit, get up, get after it, and suck dick. And
that was pretty good.
And then I give you money and you say that, and that's it.
Yeah, you just pay for my subscriptions, and so I don't have to pay for them.
That's easy.
That'd be great.
Tax write-off. I can write it off. And if anybody listening, you want me to pay something for you, I'll pay it for you, and I'll write it off. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like your mortgage, whatever. Just hit me up. I'm going to pay it.
I'm pretty sure they can. I'm not going to say that. Just in case if you want to pay it. So, yeah.
I ain't going to pay anybody's mortgage.
I know. But they could write their own mortgage.
I don't know if you can. I guess, I don't know. I don't think you can write your mortgage off.
I thought you could.
I think you can write off like a part of your house that's an office, like a percentage. Like
That's
a percentage of the mortgage, but you can't write off the full mortgage.
Because you use it for work.
Right.
I use my kitchen for work. My kitchen's fucking huge.
My entire house.
Right.
So
even the bathroom.
Like the boat, I'm going to see. I don't know. I have to talk to a CPA about it, but I'm going to see if I can write that bitch off.
We're using it for advertising.
That's what I'm saying. I'm creating content.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like a shop building a race car.
Right.
With the name all over it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it out.
Talk to your people.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out.
Try it out.
Pissing me, beat me. People don't even. They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" God damn it! Just listen to fucking podcasts.
Like hot black guys who want to fuck.
Fuck good.
I need to get fucked a lot, man. If you're a hot black guy,
here's the deal, man.
Your friend come with you too. Get a lease and a key. Just fuck me.
Piss on me, beat me. Try it out. Try it out.
Hoe a man out.
No, it's not. Is it? It's not hoe a man out.
It's hoe a man out.
It is. No.
No, it's home. I'm home here now.
I'm home here now.
Yeah, I'm home here now.
Yeah. Dude broke that shit down.
Yeah, he broke it down, and he was like, watch his mouth. He's like, home here
now. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
See what y'all missing?
Dude, that was like 10 episodes of just that shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Of course they would move on, but then it always comes back.
Did you hear the British girl that recreated it?
The what? The
girl with the British accent? She recreated it, did the whole thing?
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
like
your accent's fucking up for one.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're not even using the same exact words. You're using your own words, so it's like it almost like, are you for real?
It sounded funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I wanted to send a video and do it myself.
You should.
But if you want a hot white guy,
if you twist it around.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a hot white guy.
Here's the deal, man. I need to be fucked a lot.
Yeah. That would be fun.
It would have been fun.
That's a good agreement, honestly. Like if you're gay and you want to fuck dudes, like
I mean,
all you got to do is fuck this guy and you live there for free.
Yeah. And he put you on a lease.
Yeah. You'd be four-stroke gang too.
I don't.
It's too much. It's
too much. It's like we can't do too much. We can't put other people's podcasts.
No, I know.
That.
I know.
gotta put mine on. Put Gus's on.
Yeah, Gus does a podcast too. If you're into IT, Gus does a it's called Binary Barbershop, and they take like an approach of, like everyone could listen to it. It's like the introduction to all things IT.
Yeah.
But they talk about how to get into the industry, and it's actually really hard to do. It's hard to get into the industry. Usually someone's got to vouch for you. It's a lot about who you know.
Yeah. And I use that to my advantage a lot.
Like you used who you know to get in.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get Marshall in, but he can't until his shit gets straightened out. But
yeah,
once it's straight, I'm trying to get Andy in too. I'm gonna get her like a little Excel spreadsheet job.
Yeah.
I try to get everybody in. It's a great gig, and it has crazy potential for forward growth in the future.
Yeah. See, I want to get in. At the same time, I want to try to get my clearance, but I just don't want to go to the shipyard. I can't.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to go there either.
Like, it's fucking 2 fucking years of that shit. Of some shit that I already don't want to do.
And so I decided to do the military. So I dedicated 4 years to the military in order to get experience in a clearance. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
In order to get experience in a clearance, I did it 4 years in the military, just because that's the easiest way. Literally, almost. If you can get into the military, you can do that. You can go get a job that gives you a clearance.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. Do your 4 years, get out, and then I will for sure hire you. I mean, we're always looking for people with clearances. Always.
Well, here's my kind of my question about it. So, especially for people like you, where it's more of, I'm assuming most people that you work with are ex-military.
A good chunk, yeah.
But what happens when those ex-military people just kind of don't really get into IT, or like basically almost to where we're at now, where welding jobs are very, very prominent. Like, if you're a welder and you're looking for a job, there's no reason why you can't find one, because everybody's going to fucking college.
Right.
Everybody's doing something else other than your trades.
Yeah, I think school's a little bit of a scam. I'm going to school right now, but it's only because it's free. I'm using the GI Bill. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah.
I also get, I think it's $750 a month. They pay me to go to school. So it's like, that's one of the reasons that I go. But also, like in government contracting, they can only pay you so much.
Yeah.
Because the government says, well, if you have 5 years experience and no degree, we'll pay this much. If you have 5 years experience and a degree, we'll pay this much.
Yeah.
So for me, having however many years experience I have and no degree, I'm kind of capped out. I can't go any higher. But as soon as I get a degree, we're talking immediately $20,000 raise.
That's fucking crazy.
Immediately. I know, it's insane.
It's crazy that you have to have a degree just to make more money doing the same exact job that you already know how to do.
It's just a ladder that they built and said in order to go to the next rung, you have to have these qualifications. It's just a blanket thing they put through all government contracting. It's just the way it is.
It's fucking stupid. And I feel like
I get it.
There's the government is more like that than some corporations are.
Oh, for sure. But it's also like contracting is I could. You know what I mean? Like Monday morning, I could go into work and my boss could be like, "Hey, they cut your contract.
Yeah,
the government cut funding for your contract, and that's the end.
Yeah,
like that's it. Time to find a new job
or a new contract.
So if it's a big contract and there's 100 people on there, even if 100 of them are rock stars, we call them purple unicorns. If you have 100 purple unicorns, I still can't keep all 100 of you.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a gamble. Can I keep 50? Can I keep 25? Where can I put these people? But you're still going to have to fire people, and we do it all the time. We fired 14 people Friday, and it's like, in Norfolk, actually.
That's crazy.
We have a branch in Norfolk, and we really only have a couple of contracts there. I just had nowhere to put them. So the government cut funding, had nothing to do with us, and it's like we don't have the money to pay them.
Yeah.
And these companies won't put you on overhead. If there's not a government contract with money on it, you don't have a job. So that was I
mean, it's business. That's business as usual.
Yeah, it's strictly business, and that's what we tell them. It's like, if the government gives the money back, we'll hire you back. If you want to move to Charleston, I can place you in a job.
Right.
Obviously, not all of them, but not all of them are going to move to Charleston.
Right.
But if you come to Charleston, I will get you a job. But yeah, that's just the way it is. That's why I'm trying to get into a different role where I'm not solely relied on a contract.
Yeah.
And a good thing about it is the company I worked for, when I got there, it was very small. We had like 30 employees. And now so far, this is September 1st. So this year, we've done $1.5 billion in contracts this year. So we're growing very fast.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of fucking money.
That's a shit ton of money. Yep. We're growing very fast. So and I have an integral part in it where I'm more or less untouchable. I do all of the IT work for my company, but I also work a government contract. So I get paid by the government to do my job 40 hours a week. And then I also get 10 to 20 hours a week of work for my company. So if they fire me, like they would put me on overhead. They couldn't afford it. I built a server that deploys all images for the laptop. So all new hires get a new laptop that I built them. I've tried to put myself in a position to where they can't get rid of me.
Yeah. I mean, I think that if you could get there by working, that's probably it.
Yeah. So that's what I've done is I've just kind of secure. I have a very unique role.
Yeah.
But the CEO, the vice president, everybody in the company loves me. They invite me to a lot of the meetings. They send me around the country to go to different types of meetings and proposals, and I help write proposals for work. And I mean,
yeah.
But I'm one of those people. I'm a yes man. You know, my boss comes in and goes, "Hey, on Friday at 3:00, we're gonna have a 5-hour meeting. Do you want to go?" And in my head, I'm like, "Fuck no, I don't want to go."
Yeah.
But I look him straight in the face and go, "Yes, sir. That's a real honor."
Yeah.
And I go to these meetings, and it's like, do I like it? No. But
so you suck a lot of dick.
Oh yeah, I got dicks all over me. One in each hand. I'm skiing down a slope, just sucking people off. You know. But sometimes you gotta do that, you know.
Yeah.
If I say no, it's Friday, I'm going home. You think he's ever gonna invite me to another meeting? You think I'll ever move up in the company?
Nah.
Probably not. But he knows that I'll do whatever he asks of me. And
yeah.
Every day I go in there and I say, "Billy, what do you got going on today? Is there anything I can help you with?" He always says no. Like no, I got shit covered. But he knows that if something goes wrong, I'm there to help.
I'm gonna hit Matt up.
Yep. And that's kind of a lot of people aren't like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, especially now, like you can barely get people to do their job. Okay, you're hired. You get hired. This is your job. Whatever's on this piece of paper, this is your job title. This is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You get training on it. You know what I'm saying? We make sure that you're adequate at it. And of course, like with time, you're going to get better and faster with it. But you're just at kind of like this base level now. 6 months later, a year later, people don't get any faster, any better, and actually, I feel like they just get worse.
No, they figure it out. They figure the scam out. They're like, okay, if I'm a hard performer,
how much minimum? What's the minimum that I can do without getting in trouble?
Right. And then my favorite phrase, when I hear it, I will fire you for it. If I hear someone say this, you are fucking gone. But they'll say, yeah, they want this done, but guess what? That's not my job. Okay, then you don't have a job here anymore because we want it done. I don't give a shit who does it. Just because it doesn't say on your contract that you will do this every day. If it needs to be done, I don't want people here that look at me that way. If they go, well, yeah, that's fine. My job is to pick up the leaves. My job is not to pick up the plant droppings. It's like, all right, well, you're there anyway.
Right.
You might as well just pick the shit up.
Do it anyway.
And then, you know, you look good. Your performance reviews will be good and all that. But when people are like, that's not my job.
Yeah.
It's like, now, but, you know, if it's like, you're a landscaper and then someone's like, you need to change the oil in the truck. It's like, I get it. That's not your job. That's a completely different thing.
Right.
But if it is an integral part of your job and you're in there doing it anyway, just fucking do it. Like, why are you going to make me go find somebody else to do it?
Exactly. But I feel, and that's exactly like the kind of thing that I saw at Pepsi was you're there working the order. The person who writes the order, hopefully they wrote a good order. So a lot of these, like the small things, your Starbucks, the 15-ounce cans and the Frappuccinos and the 13.7 ounce. I've worked there for too long. 13.7 ounce glass bottles and shit like that. Like these are the things you're supposed to work. There's plenty of places for them to go. My general rule is if you can't get rid of the case, the whole case, all 12 bottles, cans, whatever, don't even worry about it because it's not worth your time. Mm-hmm. But when someone orders it and you don't look for it, you don't try and feel where these things are supposed to go, then you didn't do your fucking job.
Just be a performer. That's all I want. I just want people that want to perform.
And more than likely, a lot of times, these are hourly people. These are hourly people who get paid on an hourly wage, and it's like, you don't want to do work? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because you're shortcutting shit.
Like, if you don't want to be here, I don't want you here.
Right.
There's so many people that would love to have these jobs that I hire for. And
you hope.
No, dude. I mean, think about it. I mean, how much Marshall hits me up all the time. Like, he cannot fucking wait to get down here. He's so tired of waiting for the clearance and all that. I mean, there's people like that everywhere. And unfortunately, I can't hire you if you don't have what I need you to have.
Yeah.
But the people that work for the company that I work for, it's like, if you don't want to do your job, then please tell me. Like, tell me you don't want to do this anymore.
But they want that. That's people are such bitches when it comes to communicating.
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait, but you're gonna sit here and do this half-ass, fuck-ass job, and not say shit, and sit here complaining to yourself about how much you hate it, but you're not gonna do anything about it.
Or they have too much pride. They don't know how to do, like, something new pops up. They don't know how to do it. Instead of asking someone, they just sit
fuck
there.
It up.
Yeah. Perfect example. I asked Dion. You had him on your podcast 2-3 episodes ago.
Yeah.
But I hit him up the other day for advice on something that he does every day, and I don't really do it, but I know that he did it. So I hit him up and was like, hey, I'm having this issue. And he sent me some YouTube videos, which, by the way, that's all IT work is Googling the answer. But I knew I could go to Dion and find the answer immediately instead of me Googling it. So, I mean, don't be too proud to reach out and ask people questions. I mean, that's how you learn shit. But we have people that work for us that won't do it. They just sit there and stare at it and go, it's going to do it itself eventually.
Right. And especially with computer shit, if you're really trying to learn something, you have to ask questions, because if you don't understand based off of this, whatever you're reading,
yeah, and
someone can show it to you and you can just like, oh, okay, that's what they're saying, and put both together, no one's going to fucking hate you. You're going to be like, man, I'm glad I could teach you that.
There's also so many parts to it, and you don't know how IT stuff works together until you've been doing it for a while. I mean, when you get into this world, you start doing stuff, and you're like, this is monotonous. This sucks.
Yeah.
But like a year later, you do it again, and you're like, oh shit, now I know why that I have to do this is because the next step is whatever. So as you progress through your job, you start out doing the shit nobody wants to do.
Yeah.
And then a few years down the road, you're managing everybody doing all the shit that you don't want to do anymore.
Right.
But the problem with this, sometimes you get to those jobs and you go, man, I wish I was back in the beginning doing
the hard shit.
Doing the actual touching the keyboard, because eventually that part goes away.
Yeah. And that's kind of, I'm not gonna say I want to get to that point where the keyboard goes away, but I think if I didn't have hands on something, I'd lose my fucking mind. I don't want to sit behind a desk and fill out this and write this and do this performance evaluation and do that. Like, no.
See, I
want to do the technical part.
Yep.
I want to be able to fix things. I want my gratification in that.
Yep.
I'm probably not going to be a good supervisor because I don't manage well with people. I don't manage people well.
I think you could do like what I want to do. I want to do it like a good 70-30, like 70% IT touching things, 30% managing. And the only reason I want to do the managing part is because I want to run. I mean, I run my own contract now, but I'm the only one on the contract, so it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not really running anything.
Yeah.
But I want to run like a large contract. I want to have people under me, and we're going to do everything my way. So I'm going to do 70% of the work with you, but 30% of that work will be me telling you what I want you to do, how I want this to go.
Yeah.
Just because it's worked well for me in the past. I'm not an idiot. I can look at something and go, this is the answer.
I think the problem you're going to have is people will still kind of take on their own lead with it.
Oh, and that's fine.
And someone's going to take it too far. And you're going to be like, I know this is what I said, but that's not what I meant.
Well, luckily, most people are lazy, so the likelihood of them going too far is not high. Most people are going to do what I say. You know what I mean? It goes back to that conversation where people are going to, all he wants me to do is this. So if I tell him it takes 2 weeks, then all I got to do is this for 2 weeks. I mean, I see it all the time.
Yeah.
People come in and do their job, and they're like, this month they want me to update all the virtual machines. And it's like, say there's 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could just update one and then duplicate it.
The fuck?
She's scratching herself. Anyway, you could just do one and then duplicate the virtual machine onto all the other ones, maybe change some IP addresses.
Yeah.
Or you could actually sit there and update every single one of them. We all know how long Windows 10 updates take.
Well, clearly because we had problems with mine.
Yeah. I mean,
ever.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing about IT work is it's a lot of like click, 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 type, and then you sit.
Yeah.
And you wait for it to finish whatever it was doing, and then it's you got to go Google the next step, and then come back and be like, oh well, I've done this before, so it's click, 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 type.
Yeah.
And then an hour later you come back. So I mean, a lot of this stuff just takes time, but filling your time with other things is important too. Yeah. Like I'm going to school full time, so sometimes I do. If I have an IT class, I will do an IT class at work.
Yeah.
because it's technically training.
And it depends on if your employer lets you do things like that too.
Yeah, it's also, you just got to be contractually aware of what you're being paid for.
Right.
I'm allowed to do training at work. So if training happens to be schoolwork, I mean, who gives a shit? But I'm not going to go write a history paper on, the Wild West when I'm supposed to be getting paid to do government IT work.
Gotcha. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, and even then, but communicate. Ask your fucking boss.
Well, a lot of this stuff is polygraph work too.
Is what?
A lot of this stuff's polygraph work too.
What do you mean?
Like, you have to take a polygraph, and they'll ask you shit like, have you ever lied on your time card? They'll ask you things.
Oh,
like
they
that.
ask you like while you're employed there?
Yeah. When was the last time you did drugs? When was the last time have you ever broken government equipment? Have you ever stolen government equipment? Like, they ask you all that shit, and if you fail it, I mean, you get 5 chances. So if you fail 5 times in a row, they kind of pull your clearance. They're kind of done.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why I'm so brutally honest all the time.
Oh, I mean,
I don't want to ever. I don't want to be sitting in a polygraph and be like, did I? I'm not sure.
Well, there's one time I took a pin home on accident.
Yeah, that's shit like that.
Yeah. You think? I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, man, what if you accidentally take a pin home?
Like, I dropped a hard drive and the disc broke inside. So technically, I broke government equipment, but it wasn't like I didn't mean to break it. So
right.
I'm not like running through with an axe fucking shit up.
See, and that's like those questions they ask you, like just say yes or no, but it's like
my mind's just running, and then
right. It's just like I did, but I didn't.
They're like, you're pinging hard on this. You were lying like a motherfucker.
It's like, no, I didn't. I was like, yeah, I mean, I did drop this fucking disc drive, but I recorded it here. They said that I dropped it and broke it, and
they're like, you ever thought about having sex with a farm animal? And you're like, fuck, he knows. Well, I wasn't, but now I am. Like,
I was on farmersonly.com. I mean, fuck.
Is that what that's for?
That dude was only the guy was an animal.
The Farmers Only is for banging farm animals?
No. No, it's for dating farmers.
Andy told me a story the other day that a girl she knows put peanut butter on her vagine and her dog licked it. Now Andy's like, I can't believe you just said that. Huh? Oh, it was from a TV show.
Oh.
I was like, 'cause that's bestiality.
Girl I Know TV show. I guess the same thing, right?
I mean, I halfway listen.
Dude.
Orange is the New Black. Oh, okay.
Oh,
haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
That's a weird show.
Scratch that then. I thought that you were talking about her. No. Anyway.
Oh no, I was about to say something about. Oh, people. When you're saying it's a TV show, people we know, that's for real. People act like they know each other. They know other people because of a TV show. Oh no, I know the person from that TV show. It's just like you don't know them.
How about
know of them?
How about Make a Killer last night?
Oh, dude, that show was great.
So I Am a Killer.
Yeah,
I Am a Killer.
We watched the second and the third episode. That was pretty intense.
People are crazy.
I mean, the first guy. So the first one that we watched was actually the second episode. The guy basically antagonized someone else to kill him, but in a joking manner. He just said the wrong thing to the guy.
Well, he was the party too, so he was the driver of a robbery gone bad, is what he was accused of, put on death row, and then he spent like 20 years saying that he didn't know that was going to happen, and then on this episode he's like, but I did know because I told him to kill him.
I mean...
But it was a joke. I didn't mean to actually kill him. I just
But that's the thing is like, okay, in the moment you just say this one thing, ha ha ha, that's funny, and then like the shit starts to happen. You're like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that.
How are you gonna be halfway through your life sentence and then be like, I told him to do it? I guess at that point it doesn't matter.
I don't. But even then, like he was like, if your defense lawyer is telling you, okay, we know this one detail, don't say that.
Yeah, that makes
because
sense.
You're definitely gonna like die if you say that.
If I was on that show, I would do the Faces of Death chick that killed her kid at the gun range. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like she shot her kid at like her kid
in the back of the head,
and then like turned to the security camera and was like, "I am Satan," and then shot herself in the head.
Yeah,
that's some shit I'd do if I was on that show. I'd just start making shit up. Like I'd be cool, calm, and collected through the whole thing, and then they'd be like, "What are your closing remarks?" But like, I killed him and I enjoyed it and I drank his blood. And I just stand up and walk away.
You keep going back to this fucking podcast. So that shit they keep saying.
What?
On fucking Tom's on your mom's house. Remember when they were talking about Casey Anthony?
Oh yeah, but I wasn't talking about Casey Anthony.
I know, but I'm just saying that's the same premise though.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. I'm talking about killing people.
Almost.
Oh, I guess Casey Anthony.
She did kill somebody.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And she admitted to it.
I wasn't saying it like
while
that.
sucking dick.
It's a mouthful.
Fucking weird bitch. Like, oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'd donkey punch her. I'd have to.
I've never done that.
Neither have I, but I'm just saying at that point in time, what the fuck? Like, not only did you make this super weird, but now I can't come.
See, now you're the one going down that road.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what they said.
Well,
I'll probably end up editing that out.
no, let it go.
It's organic or whatever.
It's organic.
Where were we? Yeah. So either way, the guy basically says like, man, you can let a dude flick you off like that. I mean, how many times has somebody said something like he flicked the guy off?
Yeah.
And he went and shot and killed him.
I've killed people for less.
I mean, if you went and punched him in the face, okay, that's one thing. But he killed the guy off of, man, you can let a nigga flick you off like that?
Yeah. Who knows that's even the, I mean, that sounds more probable than what they were saying happened.
I mean, what they said happened was basically some words were exchanged and the dude shot him.
They just said that the girl was like, hey, let me suck your dick. And then they went up there to get his dick sucked and he shot the dude.
She said she didn't say anything about sucking dick.
It was, I mean, but that was the premise.
She was like, but if you like what you see, then take a picture.
Yeah, which pretty much means let me suck your dick.
Either way, it was a lie anyway. That's not what happened. That's not what was said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the second story makes more sense than the first story.
Right. But regardless of the whole thing, yeah, the guy who shot him, he should take he should be fully responsible. Mm-hmm. I mean, and he basically did. But the driver, I mean, okay, punish him, whatever punishment it is for that. But I mean, you could fart. I don't give a fuck.
I did.
No, because you had that look on your face. But I wasn't like you like punish him, but just like whatever. I don't think giving him death sentence would be right. Yeah,
I think we hand that out. Like I'm all for capital punishment. Don't get me wrong, but I think 40 years in prison that's expensive. Like I think that you should get it over with.
Yeah.
Like if somebody saw you do it, you for sure did it. Like next week we're gonna put you down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like if there's some controversy in it,
here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's
we're
in those
waiting
cases
on
where it's
science
clear cut,
to catch up. Stuff like that. Yeah, put him in prison for a while.
Right. Like the guy who fucking hit all the people in New York driving down the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like,
oh, bro, you should be next day.
That's the end. Like,
next day, you done.
We're gonna give you due process because this is America.
Okay, one day we'll give you due process.
So once due process is done,
bam, bam, bam,
and then everyone says, "Yep, this guy 100% did it." Here's a video of it. Here's 20 eyewitnesses. Everyone says this is the guy.
Exactly.
That's the end. It's like, all right, now
we don't give a fuck why you did it, but guess what?
Anybody that wants to come, later, we're gonna go out back and we're gonna put this guy on his knees. He's gonna suck my dick, and I'm gonna shoot him in the head. You gotta degrade him first. You can't just.
I mean, no, we're just gonna do it like.
I will strip and clip.
No, what's the
I've never even heard that word before. The next word.
Yeah, we're not gonna say that.
I know.
No, what's the? God damn it! When they shoot him like a dog in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do it like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna shoot him dead like a dog on the street.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how he said that.
I was trying to think of it too, and I couldn't think of it. You gonna come into Bill's Shops town?
Damn, I don't know why I can't remember that part.
Anyway, I just feel like there should.
You don't want us to shoot you dead like a dog in the street?
Yeah.
Yes, Sheriff. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because he shot the sheriff.
Yeah.
Dead.
Get the marshal.
Yeah.
Now you can get the sheriff. Show your ass.
You come into Bill Shops town to show your ass. Anyway, I feel like, yeah, for people like that, there shouldn't be. You should get your due process, but we're gonna process you in less than a month.
How about versions of execution? Where do you stand on that? Like lethal injection, so you just go to sleep and.
I feel like if the member of the family wants to do whatever it is,
pull the trigger,
you get your quick way out. But unless,
I think the guillotine should come back. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to live it. You're not going to survive it.
There's no way you're going to survive it.
It is fast.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that people would be like, if you kill someone, they're going to cut your head off on CNN. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think people are like, well, maybe he's not worth killing, you know?
But it's cheap and expensive, and we're not going to like...
No, that's what I'm saying. You build it one time, and you can kill like 1,000 people with it. You probably got to sharpen the blade, maybe.
That's fine.
Or just add more bricks to it.
You can. Well, we can have an inmate. We can have a single inmate the blade sharpener.
Yeah,
you can do it old.
Make them sharpen their own blade. Like, you want to get the shit sharp so it goes right through the first time.
Right. You don't want it blunt because it's gonna suck. Because then we're gonna have to raise it again.
So they come out there with give them an angle grinder, and they just come out there and sharpen the shit out of it every time. So you would never even have to, see. The problem takes care of itself.
Or they'd probably kill themselves with angle grinder.
That would be terrible.
You almost killed yourself with an angle grinder.
I ripped my finger off almost. Like, it's still black.
That's crazy.
Not that there's anything wrong with being black skin.
Yeah.
But it just looks funny on a white guy when your knuckle's completely black.
It's not even that black.
It's tire is what's in there.
Oh, I know.
I tried to cut a tire off with an angle grinder.
Big dummy.
Because I couldn't afford to take it to a tire shop.
You know how to get it off?
And then I ended
up.
Well, I was trying to save money on shipping is what it was.
Well, part of it is you got to break the bead. Yeah. So I learned a quick, easy way to break the bead. You use the car itself. Put a piece of wood on the tire and use the rotor and like let the car slow down on the tire.
Oh, that makes sense on the rotor.
Yeah.
Just like the tire machine does.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense.
I had to do it once. Forgot why I had to do that. But whatever.
I had a physics teacher in high school that he drove a Rabbit, but he used to always say that he could replace a tire with physics, like through the weight of the car.
Remember, like they did at H2O when it was Wes that was driving in a ditch and they tiered the car on the one side so they couldn't take the rear tire off. It was back when we had the Audis. We were parked in we were parked at the horse track or whatever, and I remember it was fucking Wes because of course big bearded motherfucker was driving to the parking lot and like basically he was driving through that ditch that was like kind of behind us, and he got his car to teeter so he could like change the tire. Yeah.
I don't think I remember that. I believe that it happened. I mean, I don't remember shit. So
yeah, I do.
I wish I remembered more.
That was actually one of my shit stories at that same H2O. Because when I got there, I had to shit my brains out, and I had to go in the porta potty, and I was like, I hope this thing hasn't been used. The porta potty itself, because once they get used, they get disgusting real quick.
So
because people don't know how to act in porta potties.
I know. I had a porta potty for 10 months in Afghanistan. It's great.
No, it's not great.
It was terrible.
I'm sure it was.
And PVC pipes that go into the ground. That's what you pee in. You take bleach and dump bleach down there.
Oh,
so it doesn't stink.
Yeah.
But you just mushroom stamp these PVC pipes. I'm just kidding. They were bigger than that.
I was like, they give you like a 1-inch pipe? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's 3/4. You just go up there and just mushroom stamp your dick in it and pee in it.
That would be fucking weird.
Like,
can y'all like put a funnel on the end of this or something?
They're bigger than that.
Can you help us out?
But it's fun to be a bunch of guys standing in a circle pissing in the tubes. Yeah.
Like, where'd they go? Like, just straight down?
Yeah, straight in the ground.
Oh, okay. Just deep enough to where it wouldn't, like...
Yeah, so it doesn't puddle up. It
yeah.
just, like, saturates through the ground. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Did you guys, like, burn the shit with diesel fuel, too?
So I tell people we did, but no, I've never done that.
Oh. I thought that was a thing.
I've shit in a bag and thrown it in the trash before.
You
a porta potty.
Actually, you know what's funny? You know who actually does that a lot? And I've heard it from a lot of these people who actually do that? UPS drivers.
Oh, I'm sure. So do taxi drivers. Taxi drivers do it a lot, too.
See, but I think of being a taxi driver,
I bet Corrigan does it. I bet Corrigan shits in bags every day.
Oh, Chris Corrigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a truck driver.
Yeah, I bet he shits in bags every day.
Oh, no. Piss bottles.
Oh, I know they do piss bottles. I had piss bottles in my room in Afghanistan. Stacks of them.
Well, why in your room?
Because, like, it was a long walk to the fucking porta potties.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I lived in a wooden box.
Speaking of which, I think we got to pause, man. I got to shit.
I could piss.
Oh, okay. We'll pause.
Okay. How far?
All right, we're back.
How was that dry paper towel wipe?
It was fucking horrible, man. I feel dirty as shit. I had to wipe like 5 times just to make sure that it was as clean as possible.
Right.
Which, I mean, bro,
you can only do so much. That's why I swim a lot.
You what?
I swim a lot.
You swim a lot.
Yeah, so I get in the ocean, just scrub my asshole
with the salt water.
Yeah,
that
abrasion.
Probably not good.
Feels fine.
Actually, I was actually talking to this chick I gave a ride to the other day. We were talking about the beach that's over here. Starts with the K.
The Kiowa.
Yeah, she used to work in that resort as a bartender.
It's balling. She make bank?
I guess. I don't know.
She probably made bank.
I would imagine.
The
Hopefully.
restaurant there is reservations only, like 24 hours a day. Or not, they're obviously, you know what I mean.
Yeah, when
Whenever they're open, it's
Yeah.
reservations only.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you can get on Kiowa is if you have a reservation there. Unless you live there.
Yeah. Well, onto the resort.
Yeah. I don't know that it's technically a resort. It's a neighborhood. I guess, you could call it a resort for sure. There are rental homes, but people actually live there. It's a closed private community.
That's weird.
It's wild. It's balling.
If you eat in that restaurant and you're a woman and you sit down, they don't have anywhere for you to put your purse, so they bring a stool over specifically for you to put your purse on.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you didn't hear that, she's saying that if you take your purse in this restaurant, they won't let you sit it on the ground. They bring a stool over for you to put your purse on the stool.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's insane.
Just put it in the fucking baby seat. Hey, I have my dog here, by the way. Can we get a baby seat
You
for him?
probably couldn't bring babies in there, I don't think. I bet you couldn't. There's a lot of restaurants here that won't let you eat there with small children.
Really?
Yeah. Big thing, yeah.
Interesting.
It's a fine dining experience,
I mean, yeah, if you're paying...
They don't want your little bastard shitting everywhere and crying all the time. You're a piece of shit if you do that anyway.
That's just like the people who take their kids, like they take infants to like rated R movies. It's like,
Yeah, like-
he can't hear. It's like, it's not the point.
No, the thing that you chose to have kids, so stay your ass at home or get a babysitter.
Right.
Like don't bring that thing in public.
Like normal fucking people would, like our parents would have done.
Yeah. If
You're
I'm
taking
paying
your fucking little ass no fucking rated R movie.
If I'm paying $120 a plate, I will not sit in there and listen to a screaming child. You know what I mean? I'm not like at Hall's Chop House. Could you imagine if we went to Hall's and there was somebody's kid was screaming? They would tell them to leave.
Is it quiet? Like a
No, it's
kinda
just
quiet?
it's $80 steaks is what the Hall's Chop House is. So it's wildly expensive.
Yeah.
Like drinks are $20 a piece. I mean, it's just it's one of those places you go one time.
Yeah.
Just so when people go, have you been to Hall's yet? You go, yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How
But
was
you
the
don't ever
experience?
go there again.
I mean, is it a good experience? Is it like a personal experience?
5 days later, you get a thank you card from them in the mail.
Holy shit.
Like a handwritten from the owner of the family halls. They will handwrite you a thank you card and mail it to you. Like, thank
Damn.
you for coming to our restaurant. We hope you had a good time. And like it's a lengthy one, not just like thanks, Halls.
Like they remember things about you.
Yeah, like they'll write things down. So the next time you come in, they'll be like, I know that you like to sit with your back against the wall, or
Is this a reservation only place?
yeah, but you can walk in and sit at the bar, and they have a bar menu that we've never done that, but I've been told that that's reasonable. It's something that you could just do.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not wildly expensive to go sit at the bar.
Huh.
But like they have Kobe, and it's Wagyu beef or whatever you want to call it. But it's
What?
Wagyu.
I've never heard of any of this.
Really?
Explain.
So they're Japanese cows. So their eyes are a little slant. I'm just kidding. But so the day it's born, they massage it. So all of its life, it's massaged every day. So
So
it creates this really fine marbling of the beef. Like instead of it having a chunk of fat and a chunk of red meat, it's just all. It's kind of like a pale color because it's all just fat and
like
meat
someone
mixed
literally
together.
hand massages.
Yeah,
this
they hand
animal?
massage the cows. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yep, and then there it's $35 an ounce for a steak.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so if you get a 16
Can I get that in a
ounce
burger
steak,
instead?
if you get a 16 ounce steak, like yeah, I'm not doing that. That's way too much money. So I've never had it there.
Yeah.
We had it somewhere else. They did a $40 plate that came with Wagyu and chanterelle mushrooms.
Yeah.
Which I like certain types of mushrooms. Chanterelles are one of my favorites, but so we went there for that, and I think it was a 5 ounce cut. It was $40 or whatever.
Damn.
Well worth it. It's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's like not fatty at all since
It's
the
tender.
fat is
It literally
basically spread out.
melts in your mouth. I mean, you put it in your mouth, it just starts falling apart. It's really good.
The only experience I have that's close to that is having a chicharron from Benin, Bernil.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that? Oh my god, dude! It is fat. It's a piece of fucking fat that literally just melts in your mouth.
What's like burnt ends? That's my favorite thing to get at a barbecue restaurant.
Really?
Because it's just fat. It's just burnt fat.
Yeah. Well, this
Or
is
pork
like
belly.
this is fat that just disintegrates in your mouth. All you do, put it in your mouth, press your tongue to the top of your mouth, and just let it just
Other window. Like, what up, girl? This window.
Like a 10-year-old riding a fucking scooter.
Anyway.
All I felt was just like, I felt something like go by.
Yeah.
And Anyway.
She's too young to be in a two-piece.
It's raining outside. And only white people let their kids out when it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, you black? Let's stay your ass in this house. It's raining outside.
I'll make you a venison tenderloin tonight.
Delish.
The inner loin. It's called the tenderloin. Everybody thinks that the backstrap is the tenderloin. The backstrap is the backstrap. The tenderloin is on the inside. It's underneath all the guts. I tell everybody that it's not true.
But inside the legs, though.
It's inside like the abdomen area.
Okay.
So like when you gut a deer and you pull the guts out, it's in there.
Okay.
But I tell everybody that muscle is used only to squeeze the pea sac. Like that's how rarely it's very gentle, very rarely used muscle. That's not true. Well, I don't know that it's true. I honestly don't know what they're used for, but they don't use them for much. So they're extremely tender.
It's like the pancreas.
Maybe.
The pancreas isn't used for much.
I don't think I use mine for anything.
You still have it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But I don't like wake up and go, all right, pancreas.
Yeah,
like,
you don't
today,
have to tell your organs to do anything.
I got to tell my liver to work sometimes.
Oh. Stop drinking so much.
Sound like my doctor.
Well, boy, yeah, you got to cut that drinking out.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah, but you did keto, and that helped.
I was going there before, and then when I was thinking about not taking a shit, but I was thinking about shitting, and then you were like, I have to shit. And I was like, I have psychic abilities, but I have ESPN. But keto will change your life when it comes to shitting.
Yeah.
Because you don't shit that much. But if you cheat, like if you eat garbage for a couple days, your body is like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah.
Like your body doesn't know how to use it, so it just sits in your stomach. And then Monday morning, you have your cup of coffee and you go sit down on the toilet, and it is unreal. It's a pile. It's not anything that you could say is like that's a solid turd. It is a pile of shit sitting in the bottom of the toilet, like a pile of it.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, it's really gross. It's like soggy bread, but it's a little harder than bread.
So it's like stale soggy bread.
Yeah, and we're talking like a bucket full, like a half of a 5-gallon bucket. I will put that in the bottom of a toilet on a Monday morning.
That's fucking gross.
I know.
Maybe it's just you. I don't know. I don't know anybody who's on keto.
I never shit like that before keto.
Yeah. I will say that I'm a fan of keto, even though I don't do it. I feel like the main problems with the American diet is carbs.
We eat too
sugar.
fucking much. That's the problem.
Well, and it kind of goes along with carbs and sugar. So basically, when you intake so much sugar, your brain receptors like kind of don't really trigger like they're supposed to say that you're fucking full.
Also, your insulin shouldn't be going up and down like that. But
right.
Americans just eat too much. If you think you have to eat three times a day, I hate to tell you this, but you're psychotic. You're literally the craziest person I've ever met.
I basically eat once a day.
I may not even eat once a day. I may eat once every other day.
Yeah.
I mean, you do not need to eat 3 times a day.
But people are gonna say, "Oh, you're starving yourself," and it's just like,
no, I'm not. My body, I don't do enough shit to eat 3 times a day. I'm not a weightlifter. Now, if you're a power lifter, extremely active, all that shit. But if you sit at a desk all day and do computer work and you eat 3 meals a day,
you're eating too many calories.
That's why you're fat.
But in that retrospect, the first thing I would say is calorie count. Like, so what do you do? How many calories do you actually burn? None. So you don't need to intake much of anything.
Right, and it's been proven multiple times that that letting your body go for a little while without ingesting food is good for your body. It generates stem cells. I mean, it helps your body recover.
I honestly
your body should go into like starvation mode once in a while. It's good for it.
I feel like it does suck at some points, but I feel like I have more energy.
I have a ton of energy.
I
don't wake. My alarm goes off at 5 or 6 or whatever time I set it for. It goes off. I get up and I go do stuff.
Yeah.
I used to go to bed at 9 o'clock, and come 8:15, I'd be sitting on the couch, heavy blinking.
Yeah.
Just forcing myself to stay awake till 9. My alarm would go off at 5 or 6 or whatever, and I would be a miserable cunt for like an hour.
Yeah.
But
me
like
every
now on
day.
keto, I don't even. It's like I sleep less. I have plenty of energy. I sleep an appropriate amount. I'm not sleeping
7 to 8 hours.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
6 to 8 hours is the typical night.
Yeah.
But I'm sleeping less. I have more energy all the time. I don't plan my day around food. It's kind of like when I quit smoking cigarettes. I used to plan my day around my next cigarette. When am I going to go have?
Yeah.
Like I'm doing work, but I need to go get water. So if I'm getting up, I might as well have a cigarette. So I go outside, have a cigarette, and then come back and go back to work. So now that I don't eat 3 times a day, it's like I don't have to get up and come down and make breakfast. I can literally sleep a little bit longer and then get up, take a shower, go to work. And I can work. I don't even have to stop. I can work from 7 a.m. to 3 or 4 or 5 whenever I decide to be done for the day and never have to get up. I mean, I go get water and pee, but I don't need to leave and go find food. I don't got to bring food with me from the night before. I also don't have to come home and cook giant meals. I can come home and make a steak and eat a steak and be full for 2 days.
Right. I feel like once you, so basically what I've done, and like I said, I've never done the keto diet. Basically, what I've done is I've tried to cut out carbs as much as I can. So a part of that is definitely no bread, no pasta.
Yep.
At all. Of course, like you can't have pizza because like there's mad carbs and that shit. And at the same time, you try and eat more fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Fruits, you can get away with that shit. Just don't go ham on it, and that's pretty much it. So once you do that, you start to realize how much you really need to eat, and it's not shit.
Yeah.
I can eat 4 eggs. Here's the thing: I'll feel hungry, eat 4 eggs, done. That's
Satiated. That's the word. It's like if you're eating the right shit, your body is satisfied.
Right, and the thing is like when your brain's like, man, I want some more. Your brain doesn't do that anymore. Your brain doesn't tell you.
Too.
Yeah.
11 o'clock, my body's like, hey, it's lunchtime. And then I go, am I hungry or it's just 11 o'clock? And I realize that it's just 11 o'clock. Come noon, my body's like, hey, we're still not hungry, but you should probably eat something. So I have a glass of water. Then I'm good. I don't feel shit till I come home.
I was about to say that. I was about to say, like, you start to get, like, satiated from water.
Yeah. You just don't need to eat as much as people are eating. And I'm not saying that everyone needs to go keto and only eat meat and vegetables.
Yeah.
High fat diet. I'm not saying any of that. It worked for me. My blood levels are crazy. I every 8 weeks I get blood tests done and they continuously get better.
Yeah.
I've had nothing but benefits from this. I'm off my blood pressure medicine, my cholesterol.
You know blood pressure medicine?
I was on statins, yeah.
Damn, nigga.
I was fucked up, man. I had my liver was failing.
Well, I remember you like the liver shit, but I didn't know it had to. I didn't know your blood pressure was.
My blood pressure was through the roof.
Damn.
Yeah, they told me I was They were like, your blood pressure's so high that one of the pills they wanted me to take, it was processed by the liver. And they're like, you can't take it because your liver's so fucked up that if you take this pill, it will destroy your liver.
Yeah.
So I was like in this weird, and they wanted me to quit drinking. I get it, I cut it down. I don't drink as much as I used to, not nearly. I mean, I used to drink a 12-pack a day, and then on the weekends I'd throw a bottle in there too.
Yeah.
I don't do that. I try not to even drink during the week, which typically we don't. We won't drink Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
But like Saturday, I throw the fuck down.
Yeah.
I drink until pass out, and I enjoy it. It's just one of my, I don't have a lot of things in this life, but drinking is something that I enjoy doing. And, and I'm not going to stop doing it. If they're like, if you continue to drink once a week, you're going to die at 50. Well, I'd rather have fun until 50 than be miserable until 80.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I'm not everybody else. I don't have kids. I don't have all that stuff.
Well, people are going to be like, oh, we should find something better to do. And it's just like, I mean, but I like drinking and socializing, motherfucker. So what the fuck? Yeah. I enjoy that shit.
And Andy doesn't complain because she knows when I dip, 400 thou straight in the bank.
That's it?
No, I got some more through the work, but like through the VA, I paid. I think it's $20 a month for $400,000. Yeah,
$20 a month?
Yeah,
I don't even pay that much for that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh no,
I'm pretty sure you pay more than that.
No, I don't.
No, you're talking about through your work.
Through my work.
I'm not talking about. This is not a work policy. This is a separate policy.
Oh, okay.
It's very cheap.
No, through
most
work,
people pay like $100 and something a month for
through work.
200,000
paid for 200,000.
Yeah, I think I have 200 through work as well.
Yeah. Actually, my medical insurance paid for through work.
It's free medical.
Yeah.
That's a great. That's
why I took the $2 pay cut, lateral move for pay.
Yeah, that's
because
a great
they pay for
deal.
your benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Only if you're hourly though, not
Right.
if you're salary.
That's a great deal.
Yeah. it is.
I pay $260 a check for health insurance. I get paid twice a month, so it's a Tundra. I pay a Tundra for health insurance.
So then you pay the Tundra again.
Yeah, and then I have to still pay the Tundra. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I know. And actually, so one of the guys that's in my class, he added his 2 kids to his policy. $133.
See, our insurance is crazy good. I don't pay anything out of pocket. Most people have like a $20,000 deductible where they have to pay throughout the year $20,000. And like I don't have that. I pay 20% of an emergency room visit, but that's it.
Yeah, but that could be a lot.
Could be, yeah. If I go in there missing an arm, but I would never go there. I would go to the VA.
I can tell you how much brain aneurysm costs.
Yeah,
100,000.
I'm sure.
Yeah, just for this day.
Yeah,
because you're going to be in ICU for a week.
See, that's what I told her. I was like, if something happens to me and I'm out, just take me to the VA. if you're looking at me and you're like, this is going to be expensive, do not take me to a regular hospital.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I get it, just either don't take me or take me to the VA because I don't want to pay that shit.
Well, so they had so my friend that had the aneurysm or whatever, he had to get transferred. His mom took him to Centera Lee, which like I was in the car with him. We went to Centera Lee and then they transferred him via ambulance to Norfolk General. So of course, like
how long was he there?
Where in the hospital?
Yeah,
he was in ICU for 2 weeks.
Damn.
They released him from ICU though, which is kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's usually not normal. But basically, I mean, there was nothing. He didn't. Basically, once they got the tubes out of his head, there was nothing else that he needed. Like, I mean, he may have been on some kind of medication for pain. Other than that, it was just like just make sure you don't have any headaches and shit like that. Good.
Swellings don't swell.
I think there was some swelling at the beginning, but I'm pretty sure
probably if he had tubes in his head, I'm sure there was some swelling.
That was that was like to keep the swelling down, basically. So like whatever extra blood was like flowing, it just came out of the tube.
It's pretty common. We do that.
It's kind of weird to see.
Combat medicine. You get like a bullet through the foot or something, you're gonna have a tube in your foot for a while.
Really?
Yeah, because that shit is nasty inside. It'll swell a lot, and so to keep the swelling down, they just put a tube in there, and you just leak out that tube.
Huh. I mean, I don't know any people who've been shot, so I don't know what that whole...
I don't recommend it. I don't think it's something that...
I don't think anyone wants to get shot, to be honest.
I used to try, I would try and get shot, like, in the love handle, because I thought, well, like, you get a Purple Heart, and then you come home and pay for shit, and you got rid of your love handle. So
because they cut it out?
Yeah, because if the bullet goes through your love handle, it's going to rip it apart. So I used to always say, like, that's the place to get shot, in the love handle.
I don't think anywhere's the place to get shot.
I mean, but if you're gonna get shot, that's the place.
I guess it's the most fatty.
Yeah, it's fatty. You're not gonna bleed a lot. It's not gonna be that big of a deal.
Yeah.
It may be a little sore for a little while, but
a sore.
Yeah.
It might hurt for a little while.
It's not gonna feel good.
Yeah. Because you just had a bullet go through it.
Yeah. Hopefully it's a small bullet. Like you don't want to. I guess it doesn't matter.
I don't think you have a choice in that.
I'm saying, but in a perfect world, if you had a choice and they're like, I'm gonna shoot you, you tell me where you want it.
Here's the thing:
pick the love handle.
There's no perfect world because we can't even get our road system right.
Yeah.
So if we can't get a road system right, then we're definitely not going to get a life system right.
No.
Or the judicial system, or the executive branch.
That's why I don't even.
Or the legislative branch.
I don't think about that shit.
It's not going to be any of it's going to be right.
Don't think about that stuff.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. But like on the perfect world scale. It can't be. It never will be.
You know the problem that we have, ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the problem with this world is people get they worry about shit too. So we both read the book what's it called? Shut the fuck up or something.
The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
That
I didn't finish it
because
I got to the point where I was like,
I was like, I get it.
This is my life. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's the thing is like people give too many fucks, and that's what he's talking
about.
Way
too many.
But it's to me when you really start thinking about it, it's like people that like take my neighborhood for instance. People that post shit on there like we don't like this or that's going on in the neighborhood. This guy, his name's Bart. He sits outside of his house, which is next to the stop sign, and he counts cars that run the stop sign, and then he posts on Facebook like tonight between 6 and 7 p.m. 14 cars ran the stop sign. It's like people like that. Wow. Just shut the fuck up. Do something else. Like,
right.
Why are you worried about that?
Stay in your lane.
Just why are you worried about it? Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you go and purposely sit down to get upset?
These are people who
That's like people
clearly just give a fuck about too much.
That's what I'm saying. They just care too much.
It's none of your business.
But people are so easily offended these days too.
Yeah.
And I just don't get it. It's like if you're weak enough to allow the words that come out of someone else's mouth to alter your perception on whatever the fuck is going on. If someone says something and you're weak enough to go, okay, now my day is ruined and I'm going to tell people about it. It's like, that's your fault. Don't let people upset you. Just don't let people upset you.
You shouldn't let people upset you, but at the same time, when people like,
I'm not talking about rare occasions. I'm talking about people that are upset all the time.
It's not. I would say it's more of like, to me, would a stranger ruin my day? Fuck no, fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Right.
I'll tell you to your face. Fuck you.
Right.
But like when a friend says something, you're just kind of like,
yeah, but a lot of times those are conversations you could have.
yeah, but sometimes.
But I'm not talking about friends. I'm talking about people that are, at Walmart in line, and somebody, I don't know, cuts you in line. It's like, okay, well, I mean, all right, it adds a minute to your day or 2 minutes to your day. Just, is the guy a piece of shit? Yeah, he's a piece of shit. But
yeah,
but like, are you gonna go talk to the manager and be like, you should be watching lines and make sure people don't cut the lines? Like, why are you doing that to yourself?
Exactly.
Why are you getting so upset? Just let it go. Just let it go.
It's just a little bit of time.
Yeah, who cares? It's 2 minutes out of your life. Okay, somebody cuts you in line.
See, that one thing right there speaks for a whole lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of
it's just like
insert scenario.
What inconvenience is 2 minutes? What inconvenience is just to have to wait for a few couple seconds?
Like, it's not a huge deal. Like,
or just slow your fucking self down.
Like the guy that put the bottle cap in my hand, for instance. Like, it's like I could dwell on that all day and be upset that he treated me like a piece of shit. Or I literally looked at it and laughed, and that's the end.
Yeah.
Like, now it's just a funny story.
Yeah.
But it didn't alter my mood at all. But a lot of people would be like, excuse me, I'm a human being. You could treat me like one. Like, what's the point? Just let it. I
wouldn't get that mad about it. The only especially when you get too verbal about it. That's when people really get upset.
Like, if you're ever
just throw it back at them. That's it.
Right. If you're upset about something and you spend more than like 45 seconds venting about it, just think about that for a minute. Like, okay.
Yeah,
I think I'm too upset.
I think part of the problem is too people see so many problems that they never have solutions to because they never fix their own solutions from the get go.
Right.
So problems are just problems, and more problems, and next thing you know, it's like I can't come with a solution with it all because you never started with solutions from the get go,
or because you gave too many fucks.
Right. And when you don't give too many fucks, that's part of your solution.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
so
I don't care.
The real solution isn't that hard to find.
I'm a perfectionist on certain things. My yard, I like my yard to...
I see that.
I like my yard to be clean, okay? So
yeah.
if I mow it, I weed eat it. I edge the driveway, I edge everything, right? And then a week later, we have a week of growth, and everything's even, okay? Yeah, there's the grass coming over the curb, but it's all evenly a week of growth.
Right.
My fucking neighbor, every time he mows, he waits 4 or 5 days until after I mow, and then he'll run his weed eater across the front of my yard and clean up that front edge. Drives me insane. But is it really that big of a deal? No. I just mow the yard the next day, and then it's fixed.
Right.
But I could go over there and be like, hey, I know you're trying to be nice, but stop mowing my yard. Stop weed. Like, why are you running your weed eater across? You know what I mean? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I don't even tell anybody, I'm just giving an example of something that it truly does bother me, but it doesn't bother. I don't give a shit.
It's not that. The thing is, it bothers you, but it's not that big of a deal.
It's not that big of a deal. There's no reason for me to come home and be upset about it. He's going to keep doing it. Like, there's nothing I can do to stop him from doing it. So why am I going to get upset about it?
Man,
I just mow the grass the next day.
You're speaking to the choir right now.
I know. But I don't. But other people that are listening are not like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know everybody that listens, but I feel like the majority of the people in this world get upset too easy.
I think I have a good group of friends who understand the whole of like, dude, why you give a fuck?
Yeah, why does it matter?
Sometimes you gotta bring people down to that level. It's like, does it really bother you?
Yeah.
Why does it bother you?
So I've always said too that if it's not worth 9 rounds of barefisted boxing, it's not worth being upset about. And if you really think about that, barefisted boxing hurts. 9 rounds. You know how long that is? You will be beat the fuck up.
You know how many hits that is?
You will be so tired and beat up. So that's the way I look at it. It's like, is it worth 9? If I were to fight this issue, is it worth 9 rounds of barefisted? And I'm like, fuck no. You'll find that there's very little things in life that are worth that much punishment. So I don't let it bother me. But there are things that I'll stand up for. And you've seen me do it in the past. Yeah. And there are things that I will lose friends You see me do that on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a very strong-willed person, and it's like not only will I hold my ground, but I'll also be a bitch about stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like whatever, what does it
Because
matter?
it's not. That's when it's not worth your fight. But someone else like, it's worth my fight, and you're just like,
It's like, hey, I saw your dog just shit in my yard. I saw it with my eyes, but
right.
You know how much dog shit I pick up? I have 2 dogs. So, okay. So I just pick up one more pile of shit.
Right.
But people in this community will go take a picture of it and put it online and be like, whoever this is needs to come get it now. This is disrespectful and this spreads disease. Shut the fuck up. Like, what does it matter?
Man.
It's like, if I knew which house it was, I would come by tonight and personally take a shit on your porch.
Right. I mean, even then, it'd be different if you didn't have dogs. You don't have a pooper scooper, and you go to cut your grass, and you step in fucking like some huge amount of dog shit, and you're just like,
yeah, but everybody has a Ziploc bag. Just go out there and pick it up. It's not that big of a deal. It's an inconvenience, yes.
I get it.
So is paying bills. I don't like paying bills, but guess what? You don't hear anybody complaining about that. I'm just kidding.
Everybody complains about bills.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like, okay, complain about it, but you still have to pay it. You're still gonna go pick up that dog shit.
Or even then, it's the same point of where if you can't pay it, well, guess what? They can't take what you can't what you don't have.
Yeah.
So why give a fuck?
Your water bill, they will shut that shit off quickly.
Right.
So, but outside of that, like, they're gonna be like, hey, I don't know, you probably forgot to pay, and then you're like, shit, I'll get you in like 10 days.
Yeah. Well, they ain't trying to hear that shit though.
Right. Or you write them a check and you put the check number wrong, like check number 1.
Right.
On e-check.
Or you be a dick and do like I do and just write it like extremely small, so they have to have a magnifying glass to read it.
Or you write it over and then they have to refund you, so they have to waste paper and a check mailing you back like 30 cents.
And then you have to, of course, process the check. So predate the check for the day after they're gonna get it.
You can do that too. Date the check
Post-date
after.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Date the check 15 days from now.
What are they gonna do? Send it back to you?
Yeah.
And your payment didn't process because it's post dated, and you're like, I did it on purpose, so I'm gonna mail you back the same check.
Like, yeah, because I don't have the money right now.
Yeah, just act like I paid it.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't. That's a thing of the past. But I used to do that shit all the time.
I'm sure a lot of people did it. You gotta know how to work the system.
Stinks.
You fart?
Yeah, it stinks.
You fucking disgust. Like, at least fucking make a noise, man, so people everybody else can hear about it instead of us being like, "Yo, did you fart?"
That's all right. Just watch his face.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Dude,
You hear that one?
Ellie fucking farted like right by my fucking face yesterday,
She
and all I
farts.
heard was.
She farts a lot. When she runs upstairs, she's like, she farts a lot.
Oh man, I haven't heard the cat fart yet though.
Hers are silent, but they stink. They smell like cat shit. I don't know what the cat shit.
I don't know what cat shit smells like.
It smells like canned tuna through an animal. That's what it smells like. Yeah.
Y'all feed the cat canned tuna?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't even. We have an automatic feeder.
but with what in it?
It's like kibble.
Oh.
Like it goes off every day at 6:04, and you can record a recording. And so, like, it's me going, yum, 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 yum. And,
Seriously?
Yeah. So
I gotta see this fucking cat feeder.
every day at 6:04, you'll hear yum, 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 yum. And then you'll hear the fat-ass cat go, like, running upstairs to go eat. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Is it in your room?
She has her own, the princess has her own room.
The princess has her own room.
Yeah, the cat, yeah.
What room is that?
It was the computer room.
It's not a computer room anymore?
No, it's just the cat room.
Oh. Is it
There's there's drugs, like catnip drugs everywhere.
Oh, shit.
It's really fun because I'll put it down. I'm like, just do a little.
Yeah,
just put your nose in it.
a little coke.
And she's like, Dad, or that's gay.
But Daddy.
She's like, human. I don't want to do this in front of you, but as soon as I walk out, she's like, yum, 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 yum.
When yum yum time.
Yeah.
It's fucking noon. When yum yum time.
Yep.
Yum 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 yum. I'm just hearing things.
Yep. But yeah, but it's nice because we got the cat because we thought it would be friendly and it could, curl up in a ball and you could touch it. But
No, I think that was your perception.
turns out
Your cat's an asshole.
She does not like being touched. Like if you heard me, I pick her up. She's like, no,
Yeah.
no. Yeah. And then Andy be like, put her down. Stop fucking with the cat. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's that diesel next door.
A 500 horsepower power stroke.
Power joke.
Rather be stroking than coming. Whoever said that is an idiot. I'd rather have a Cummins, or I'd rather come than stroke. You know what I mean? Cummins for sure. For sure. Or whatever they put in the Nissans. It's a Cummins.
It's made by Cummins, yeah. That's hilarious.
Every time I see
I've never heard that, though.
Really?
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that.
Yeah. That's super common.
Oh.
How about
Power Joke and Power Joke and Dura Crap.
Dura Crap?
Yeah.
Duralass?
Duramax.
Yeah. How about do you have Carolina Squat up there?
I saw. Sorry, I have to go off on this. The other day, I saw at one of those Ford Explorer Sports. So like the
truck one?
the crew cab with the little useless fucking 4-foot bed, probably 3.5-foot bed, really.
My uncle has one.
I'm sorry, he should probably wreck it.
He's had it forever.
He should total it.
Maybe.
Anyway, well, not to hurt himself or anyone else, but
I get it. I get you.
Tuck and roll off, let it go off a bridge.
I get you.
Anyway, there was one with probably.
Oh, you're getting ready to witness it.
What?
He's getting ready to cut the yard, so you're gonna watch him weed eat my front. Front line.
He almost has some Carolina Squat going on there.
Yeah, I don't.
Could you give him a memo on how to fix that?
So there was like a joke running where, oh shit, did you see that?
No.
His little sidebars kick out automatically. I didn't know that.
Oh, baller.
You
ain't got that.
No, I don't have that. There was like a running joke where people would take a note and put $1 on it and then leave it on the windshield, and it would say like, it's not much, but I figured I'd pitch in to help you finish your lift.
Oh yeah.
So if people don't know what a Carolina Squat is, it's when they put like 4-inch
lifts on the
front,
yeah,
and then they put like 3-inch drops on the rear.
There's a couple.
They look dumb as fuck, and they drive down the road with like sitting up all funky, trying to see over the hood. Like they can't even see where they're going because the hood
and the headlights aren't even pointing in the right direction anymore.
It's not practical at all. But you'll even see them where they're rubbing.
It's dangerous as fuck.
You'll see 35s on the back of a truck rubbing rear fender, and then the front end will be
like all up in the air,
a foot off the tire,
dude. So there.
It's super common here. It's called it's called a lot of things, but here it's called the Carolina Squat.
No, it's called a Carolina Squat. We're in Virginia too.
Do you have a lot of it there?
No, luckily, but you figure North Carolina's not that far away, so we do see them. But no, what I was saying, there's this Ford Explorer Sport that had the dirtiest fucking wheels I have ever seen on a truck. Not mud, brake dust, all brake dust. I could tell the wheels were black, but I could tell that there was probably an inch of fucking brake dust on them. Anyway, it had Squat on it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, sometimes I don't know that it's always Squat. I think sometimes it's blown rear shocks.
If there was blown rear shocks, these bitches were blown. Like there was no rear shock left. There probably was much of a coil spring left.
Like the Navigator, they got blown rear airbags.
And people still drive them around.
Bouncing all over the place.
Yeah, tires hitting the fucking inner fenders and shit. Like, you fucking morons.
It's fun.
You know how dangerous that shit is? I've seen a Hummer like that, too.
Really?
Yeah. They have bags in the rear.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hummers, Lincoln Continentals.
I think the new F-150 does, too. I saw a commercial the other day where they back up to a tow hitch, and then you get the ball under the hitch, and then you hit the airbag or whatever, and it lifts the truck up so you don't have to crank the hitch anymore.
You still have to crank the hitch.
I don't know.
Why are people so suckered into being lazy?
I don't know. Why would you make a truck out of aluminum? That's another question.
I thought it was just the bed.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The thing that is the truck part.
Well, I mean, yeah, just the bed's made out of aluminum, and they're expensive as shit.
Well, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. It's you buy a truck for the bed, and then you're going to buy a Pepsi can bed.
Yeah, it's like $5.
Have you seen when they throw the toolboxes in the back?
And they fucking destroy
it? Through it, yeah. Like punch holes in it just by, I don't know.
Yeah,
people. It's like if you're buying a truck for gas mileage, you're doing the wrong thing.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna touch on a couple points, and unfortunately I'm gonna pick on Ford right now because not only do you have a $80,000 F-250 if you buy a new one, that's what you're paying for.
Yep.
Not only that, but you buy the diesel, you can get auto start. How useless is auto start on a diesel?
Especially
Very
if it's cold outside.
It is 100% useless to start a diesel to quote unquote warm it up.
Yeah.
Good luck on warming it up.
Mm-hmm.
It'll idle for hours and not
never
warm
do
up.
Anything. Yeah.
So why does it have auto start? For no fucking reason. So cut your radio on.
So people know. So maybe you can get the heat going. Like they have, I think they have electric heaters. I don't know.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. So they heat up like a little coil and then blast some heat.
Something else to break, including the blend doors,
For sure.
because they always break too. Mm-hmm. You ever done like,
that Ram truck I had?
fuck that Ram truck,
Dude, the blend doors broke every 5 months. The blend doors would break.
Fords they're bad. I don't think they're that bad though.
It was super bad. It broke constantly, and it was under warranty. So I mean, why would I pay to fix it? But you take
even
it in
then,
there.
it's just like, why would I have to go to the shop that fucking much? It's like, I'm here for an oil change and my blend doors again.
Yeah, and it's 3 days. It's 3 days they keep it to do it.
That's fucking crazy.
So it's like once a month you're out for 3 days. Or once a...
I can't come to work. My truck's broke again. It's like, again? Can you buy another truck? Dude, it's new.
Yeah, it's a brand new truck.
Yeah,
well,
what do you want me
it
to
wasn't
do?
brand new. It was a year or two old. I don't remember.
Still fucking new.
Yeah, shouldn't be breaking for sure.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Just put too much electronics and shit. That's why I bought a Tundra. They don't break ever.
Well, because they still make quality shit.
Right.
Unlike,
You know what's funny too about Tundras is all my family's, rednecks, and so they
like America.
well they're like, well, you should have bought a Ford, you should have bought a Chevrolet, but all the guys that are over 50 years old or so, they'll go, that was a smart buy, that was a good buy.
Didn't you convince your grandfather to buy one?
He wanted one. Yeah. Oh yeah, he did buy one. Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause he had the fucking-
he had a lifted one. Yeah,
He had he had the GMC.
he had a turbo diesel.
Or
yeah, he had a Duramax.
Duracrat.
Duracrap.
Yeah. That was his first mistake.
That truck, I think my dad bought one too.
Why'd your dad knows better.
He didn't drive it. It sits.
I'm sure.
No, he sold it and then he bought a Tacoma
See? Smart man.
Yep.
Yeah, he knows the deal.
because he bought it and I remember he didn't use it. It just sat because he drives a Kubota to work every day. He doesn't even
What?
a Kubota.
Oh.
He doesn't even need a car.
What the fuck? He got a Kubota too?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lives like on a huge plot of land now.
I mean, but still, who the fuck just has a Kubota just sitting around? Does he hunt or anything? Like, what does he do with it?
No, he sells he sells farm equipment, so of course he has a Kubota.
Oh, so it's not his.
No,
technically.
it's probably is his. I'm pretty sure. No, I know it is his. Yeah,
Oh, he probably got it cheap.
but he's
Your
got
dad
a tractor and he's got all that
Your
shit.
dad don't pay full price for nothing.
No, fuck no. Neither do I.
Well, yeah, I know that, but your dad, you get it from him.
Yeah.
So-
he taught me the art of the deal for sure.
Yeah, and I've always known you to always get shit for a good deal. And I'm like, how the fuck did you get that? I'm not even going to ask
Well,
anymore.
because people think that I get lucky, but Andy can tell you I don't do it so much anymore, but I used to. I would just sit on forums or Craigslist or I used to read the newspaper classifieds. I mean, I would make 100 offers a day for months, and then I may get 20 screaming good deals. I mean, like her car that I bought, that R motor I got.
Yeah.
I mean that motor's $3,500, just what it is. I got it in a car that ran and drove with Euro bumpers for $3,000.
Oh, yeah.
The guy wanted $10,000 for the car, and I offered him. I think I offered him 25.
Because then he wasn't even giving you like the car and like a bunch of fucking parts for it.
Well, it had RSs on it. Oh, and it had air ride on it too. But it had
Was this the Golf?
It was a black Cabrio.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
black Cabrio, RSs, air ride, Euro bumpers,
Tom's.
R32.
Yeah,
You got it from Tom.
No, I sold Tom the Shell.
Shell.
Oh, where'd you get it from?
This guy in Jersey.
Huh.
But he wanted like $10,000 for it. It's the listing's still on Vortex. He wanted like $10,000, and I was like, I got two. I'll come get it today. And he didn't respond, so I just I went up $100 like every day.
Yeah.
2,100. I'll come get it today.
How many days did you wait till? Like, did you wait after the post was made until you made an offer?
It was pretty quick. I mean, it was pretty fast.
Huh.
But it took a while. I mean, eventually he responded and was like, "Why do you keep shut the fuck up? Leave me alone. Why do you keep sending me these messages?" And I'm like, "Dude, well, you let me know when you're tired of sitting on it because you're never gonna get $10,000. So the day that comes, then you're like, I need it gone now.
Yeah.
I was like, give me a call and we'll work it out.
Yeah.
So he was like, well, I need it gone now. He's like, I'll do $6,000.
Nope.
And I was like, no. I said, start taking shit off. Just start taking things off.
Yeah.
And when you get down to,
$3,000?
$3,000, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Or $2,500 or $2,700.
And it should, but you're asking for it to be running though.
Yeah, I
right?
want to drive it home.
Yeah.
And so he took RSs off. He took some like fancy marked like blue trim interior. He took shit off, and it had a brand new top and all that stuff. And I got the car. I brought my own wheels, so I got air ride. I got full set of air ride, the R32 motor, standalone, front and rear Euro bumpers is what I got, and the shell.
Damn. With the new top still?
Yeah, brand new top.
Goddamn.
So we went up there, and it was the most uncomfortable thing I've probably ever done. The dude, because he hated me. Like, cause, I mean, think about it. We've been arguing for a month, and I've been like, it's not worth $10,000. How hard do you think I beat him up to get him down to that price?
But you have to.
Yeah, and so when I finally got there, he literally was like, here it is. Do you want to drive it first? And I was like, yeah. So I jumped in it. I drove around the block, and I was like, yeah, all right, I think it'll make it back to Maryland.
Yeah.
And he was like, cool. I don't give a shit if it makes it back or not. So we went in there and signed the paperwork, and I gave him whatever it was, $2,800, $3,000, 35. I don't remember.
Yeah.
$3,200, she says. So I gave him the money, and like he literally was like, "Fuck you!" As I'm leaving,
fuck out my house. Man.
And so we can't. I like never spoke to him. I texted him, was like, "Hey, it made it back." He never responded. Like nothing.
I mean, he was salty. But the thing is like no one like okay, so your price has to be reasonable, but at the same time, like just because I'm beating you up over your price doesn't mean that you have to take shit off of it.
Right, but I'm not the asshole here.
Right.
You didn't have to. I didn't force you to sell it to me. I just gave you an out.
And I know plenty of people who are like, "Hey, this is the price. I'm not budging."
Well, anybody who's been in this game long enough knows that nobody has any money. So if you post something for sale, you know you're not going to get what you want for it.
Not exactly. Not all the time.
90% of the time.
Not all the time.
90% of the time.
Like just like when I have some Mark III Monster Mints I bought that are in like good shape. Dude want $100 for them. I contacted him and was like, "Yo, is this the picture of them? Yes. Put your PayPal." He's like, "What? What's your fucking PayPal, man? So I can give you this fucking money so I can get these shits from you." He's like, "Oh, most people don't like respond that quickly." Well, I do because I ain't bullshitting.
Well, see, I don't mean stuff like that. I'm talking about big ticket items.
Oh, you're talking about like cars and shit.
Yeah, cars and shit.
For the people who are like, "Oh, do you have a fucking like?" Can I make payments?
Yeah, can I make? So like when I sold that motorcycle and the guy was like, people would hit me up. I mean, I wanted $2,800 for it. It's fully custom. I built it in the garage. You're not gonna get one like it.
Yeah.
And people would hit me up and be like, "That's $1,000 bike." I'm like, "You're right. In stock form, it is $1,000 bike."
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Well, just because you put shit on it doesn't mean that it's now worth more." Like, no, that's exactly what it means. if you take a piece of metal and you buy it for $100 and then you turn it into a ring, but it costs you $500 to turn it into a ring, it's now probably a $500 ring. You put $10,000 worth of jewelry on it, it's now a $10,000 ring.
Yeah.
So just because you paid it $100 for this piece of metal and then you put shit on it doesn't mean it's worth $10,000.
It's a car, bro. It's different.
It's like, dude, it has $3,000 or $4,000 worth of shit on it, and I'm asking $3,000 for it. I think it's a pretty good deal. Well, it's not an investment. Cars aren't an investment. Bikes are an investment.
It's not about the investment part. It's about the fact that just like, okay, so you put aftermarket parts on it or whatever. Like let's just say you fix something that was already wrong with an aftermarket part.
Well,
I'm not
talking about that. I'm talking about $5,000 wheels, $5,000 air suspension. That's the things I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get $5,000.
Yeah, you're not gonna get $10,000 back. But because you put $10,000 in a $3,000 car, it's no longer a $3,000 car. I'll take the air right. If you want to pay $3,000 for it, I'll pull the $10,000 worth of shit that I put on it off of it, and then I'll sell it to you for $3,000. And they're like, "Well, no, because then it's worth $500." Like, no, Kelly Blue Book says it's worth $3,000. So,
but here's the thing: what I'm saying is basically for the people who spend thousands of dollars into their car and then they expect to sell it for exactly that what they put into it. It's not going to happen.
Right?
It's never going to happen.
No, I agree with that.
Except for the people who have something that is very sought after, has super low miles, super clean, never been fucked with, and plus whatever else may come with that deal. You're going to be like, fuck, I'm never going to see that again. That's worth it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like I said, that's an anomaly. I'm just talking about run-of-the-mill shit.
Yeah, run-of-the-mill shit.
This truck out here, I mean, what is that truck worth?
Not a goddamn.
Right, but now it's got 500 horsepower. It's got a race motor in it. It's lifted. It's got traction bars and wheels and brand new tires and all that stuff. Like, now it's worth a little bit more.
It's like, okay, so $2,000 over Blue Book.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not saying that it's super rare and you're going to get every penny back, but a car's value changes when you add things to it. That's the way it works.
Yeah. And it also depends on the quality and the rarity of whatever is on the car.
For sure. If you put APC rims and cut springs on a car, it's
worth
down.
Less.
I'd rather have factory wheels than that.
Yeah, or some like Konings.
Yeah. So
some horrible Konings.
It's all relative.
Yeah. Shit. Well, we're at 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Shut it down.
Shut it down, nigga. So, do you know what the last question is?
Yeah, but I want to let you ask it. I know it's
Least
it's
likely.
like, when was I least likely to succeed, and what did I do to fix it? Is that right?
Exactly. Well, closer. Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah. So, let's hear it. Was this landscaping days?
Yeah, I was married. Well, I still am. So I was married. I had 2 roommates. Just to be able to afford to live, we couldn't even afford to go eat Taco Bell. Like, we were poor as fuck. Okay. I was least likely to succeed because I always took the opinion of one day someone's going to give me something. Like, because they're going to see that I'm a hard worker and they're going to be like, you're a good dude, so here's my business, run it for me. That was my default. So once I realized that wasn't going to happen and I wasn't relying on anyone else to give me anything, I decided, anyway, that's when I decided I was least likely to succeed. So what could I do to get out of it? And I knew that IT was the way. Everybody knows that IT is the way, the way of the future. If you can tolerate it. I'm not a computer person. I never was. I never played video games.
You are not a computer. You didn't know shit about computers when I met you.
Nothing.
Because I was telling you shit about that compact computer that you fucking had, and you're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No idea. I was not a computer person at all. I didn't play video games. I didn't do any of that stuff. Yeah. I didn't do it growing up either. I just wasn't into it. So I joined the military because I didn't want to go back to school, couldn't afford to go back to school, and I knew I needed a degree in something. Turns out I didn't. So I joined the military to get out of it, and the military definitely took my life in a whole new direction.
Yeah.
And that was 2012 is when I joined the military, so 6 short years later, it's like my life's completely different. Completely different.
And you use a lot of things to your advantage, too, so it wasn't just like you got into the military and just got out and just was kind of like, I guess I got to start from square one.
No, this is hard work, man. It's dedication and knowing the end goal and having drive to fix it.
Yeah.
Like, I would sit up at night and write flashcards for computer shit and take certification. I would go pay money to get certs, and that way when I got out, I had something to show for it. But I mean, Andy can tell you, it took me a long time to learn it, and it's not. I didn't do it. It wasn't something that happened naturally.
Yeah.
I mean, I forced myself to do it. And I'm an anomaly where I work. There's no one in there is like me personality wise. They're all computer nerds.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like when they get the guy in here who's done landscaping for 10, 15 years of his life, and now he's
you
an
get
IT guy.
A vulgar mouth army vet covered in tattoos in a professional environment, and I've been told on more than one occasion that tattoos are fine, but they're not appropriate for the workplace. Like, that's where I work,
Yeah.
But that's not who I am. I'm an outdoors person. I cuss. I drink a lot, but I work in a shirt and tie environment.
It's just basically
fish out of water.
Yeah, you have the good work ethic, so let's just bring it somewhere else and show these people what the fuck you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, and it had nothing to do with enjoying work. It had to do with enjoying the money I made from doing work. So.
And I kind of tell people, I was like, here's the thing, you don't have to like your job. Most people don't like
most people don't.
Most people hate their fucking jobs.
Yeah.
So if you have a job that you can kind of tolerate, I think you're in a pretty good place.
Yeah. If you don't go to work and think about slitting your wrists every day, then, welcome to the 90%.
All right. It's not across, it's down the tracks.
If you go to work and love your job, you never work a single day in your life. People that say that are idiots. They're people with a very low
I'm not going to say that.
Nobody says that.
No, I'm saying, but I'm not going to say, like, they're probably that very small percent of people, especially
I don't know,
people who own their own businesses, who actually love doing whatever they do.
I think they say that, but they still come home at the end of the night and like, how much fucking longer do I got to do this?
You know what? Those people, they're either, like, okay, so they have a niche thing. Case in point, like, I mean, some people who have, like, food trucks. Some people enjoy that shit. Like, you go around different places, whatever, you're fucking cooking and you're making this. No food truck is serving you fucking hot dogs. Like plain ass fucking hot dogs. No, they serve a special thing.
Well, it's like art. They
right.
serve you their
so they're
masterpiece.
serving you their art form.
Right.
And they're watching you enjoy this shit. The longer your line, the more people that really enjoy your shit. There's no way that you can't get instant gratification from that shit.
But you still think at the end of the day, they're like, I wish I didn't have to go sit in this hot ass truck and make food and smell like onions for the rest of my life. Like, when is this going to be over?
I think there are people who look at it like, man, today I'm gonna go through this hustle. It's not like it's not about I have a job. No. I have a hustle.
So like that part, I agree with you. The hustle part, like the
And that's-
path. If
yeah.
somebody were to say, I don't know where I'm going to be in 5 years, right, in my career, I have no idea.
Right.
But I know that I'm going to keep going because I'm not done. I'm still, every day I try to learn something new or press forward or get different situation in my work environment. But wherever I end up being in 5 years, definitely more successful than I am now.
Yeah.
If somebody were to say, you can just click of a finger, I'll put you there.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. Because this is what I enjoy about this is the part is the hustle. I enjoy learning it. I enjoy coming around the corner and seeing something new and quickly reacting. My boss going, "Do you want to sit in a 5-hour meeting at 5:00 on a Friday?" No, I don't. But I enjoy the fact that I can look him in the face and say, "Yes, sir. Thank you for the opportunity."
Right.
Like I enjoy that part of it.
Yeah.
I like coming home and telling Andy like I was the youngest guy in that room. You know?
Yeah.
Everyone in there was old as fuck. They're all vice presidents of their company.
And look at me like I'm a fucking retard.
Well, no, they look at me like, who the fuck is this young ass kid?
Yeah.
And I'm 31, but in comparison to these 60-year-olds, I'm
You're
a
half their
nobody.
age.
I'm a nobody.
You're their kid.
And believe it or not, I'm a millennial. So they look at me and they're like, why is there a millennial in here? Like,
Yeah.
is this who you're setting up? You're setting a millennial up?
I hate that shit because I feel like we're not millennials for one.
with you.
So, like, it's not we have that mentality of what they say the staple millennial is. We're not like that. Okay,
agree.
yeah, we did grow up in that phase, but at the same time, we have more of an appreciation for shit.
Right. I think if you graduate high school prior to 2006 or 7, I think you're a little different than everybody else.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, given that, yeah, whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know. I enjoy the hustle, and I think a lot of people kind of enjoy their hustle. But when they're like, "Oh man, I hate going to work," that's when you're like,
Please shut up.
"Yeah, you need to find something else to do."
Yeah. Yeah.
Or whatever it is, or just find a new appreciation for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because maybe you have it good and you just don't realize it.
That's true too. A lot of people don't realize that they have it pretty well.
And even then, if you make $30,000 and you literally have to do nothing, that's when you have it good, but yeah, you don't make shit. So stop being comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start being comfortable.
exactly.
Everybody just needs to just chill the fuck out, lighten up,
Yeah, don't give a fuck.
smile once in a while, be thankful for the shit you have, no
Yeah.
matter what it is. Be thankful for it. Thankful that you have it, because there's somebody somewhere that doesn't have what you have, and they wish that they did. Just be thankful for it.
One fucking friend. How about that?
Yeah.
One friend, just one, not 5. You don't. No one has 100 friends. Shut the fuck up. You know 100 people,
That's true.
but have an appreciation for that one friend who backs you up 100%. No questions asked.
Mm-hmm.
Most people don't even appreciate that. So if they can't appreciate that, they can't appreciate shit.
Just appreciate people in your life, whether it's family or friends or people at work or whatever it is you got. A gardener, I appreciate shit out of my gardener.
Yeah.
Which is me.
And hell.
Yeah. All right, let's go get on the boat.
All right, cool. So it was good talking to you, Matt.
You
Yeah.
too, man. I'm glad we were able to do
Yeah.
this finally.
Yeah, we're gonna get on the boat, and there will be another episode. We're gonna talk about his military life,
Military.
life.
Military. We're going to talk about killing people. I'm just kidding.
Way to make it weird. Anyway,
You know what? Do you know what a nemesis is?
fuck. What movie is that?
It's a righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent, personified in this case by an horrible cunt. Me.
All right.
That's
Since-
why I
since-
joined-
if you watch Snatch,
That's why I
if you watch Snatch, you get that.
That's why I joined the military. Because of Snatch. And that-
Seriously?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, how the fuck is that fucking even like? How's that relative?
It's not. I just watched it last night and I wanted to say it on this podcast.
Oh, I remember you said something about it, and I was like, that sounds familiar. I don't know
Yeah,
what
yeah.
that's exactly from.
No, I just thought it sounded cool and I wrote it down. Told Andy, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to fit this in, but I'm going to fit it in.
Oh, there you go. You fit it in.
All right, let's go get on the boat and get naked.
All right, cool. Catch you guys later.
Holla.
Thank you for listening to yet another episode of the podcast, Least Likely to Succeed. If you want to reach out to me via email, my email is leastlikelytosucceedpodcast@gmail.com. My Twitter handle is OneChrisChuck. Facebook is ChrisChuck. And my Instagram is BlackassChris. If you're using iTunes or Google Play, please subscribe and give me a review and a rating. I would greatly appreciate it. And hopefully you guys stay tuned to the next episode. And yet again, I thank you for listening.